Dawn and Angie shining bright with tarot cards and spirits near. Answers to your questions appear. Sonoran Mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. Shuffle the deck, feel the air. Whispers of the unknown everywhere. Life's tough questions fade to light with Dawn and Angie by your side. Sonoran Mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. The veil is thin, the stars align. Unlock the secrets, time to shine. Feel the magic, let it flow. Together through the mystic show. Sonoran Mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow.
Hey Don, I was muted. Making all that noise in the background. I had to be muted.
I was the same way. I was saying hello, hello, and I'm thinking, yeah, look at me. I muted my damn mic, but I didn't
That's
want to.
okay.
I would be the same way because I sing the song and I don't sing it as well as that singer does. So
Oh my goodness. I was just thinking while we were behind the scenes, I was like, that would be a great, like, you know how Reba's song came on for her show? That would be a great, sound for a theme song for a show.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I love it. And it just makes you just kind of sway and kind of tap your feet. I love it.
Yeah.
That is a great beat. Listen.
Gets things off in a very good start, a very good way, a good energy, which is nice.
Exactly. How's your week been, Don?
I am not complaining. Lord have mercy. It has been a strange one so far, but good strange, not bad.
Oh,
Good
okay, good,
yeah.
strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel. There's no highs and lows, but everything's just okay. And not at first it was eerily okay, but now it feels like a new norm, and I like a baseline of normal, and then everything else is, you know how you're always in survival mode, so normal is kind of like weird to you, but I like it. I like where I'm at. Hi, Maria.
Yeah, no, I hear you completely there. My grandson's birthday was this weekend, and so, or no, was it
4/19?
It was Friday. Yeah, 4/19. Yeah,
That's my sister's birthday, right? 4/19. Yeah, the exact same. We went to Top of the Rock. It was good.
Is that where you were? Because I was wondering where that was when you took
Top of the Rock. Yeah, it was really nice. The food was really good. The Brussels sprouts were not that great. They were overly charred, but everything else was really good. Yeah. And they told us that the menu is seasonal, so I definitely want to go back later in the year and see what different food they have.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said some of the, like the steak and the sea bass, are kind of staples on there, but she said everything else is kind of seasonal. But everything we had was delicious.
That's good. And it's interesting on those events like that. It's of all the times you want a good meal and good service, is when you're doing a special event because it
And the
just
lady
takes
was
away
from
from.
Michigan, so that was even
Oh
nice too.
no,
She said she
that's
used to work
crazy.
at that place that ASU brought out, House of Tricks or something of Tricks. I think it was called House of Tricks or Hall of Tricks or something like that. She was like, it's not as salacious as you think. It was actually like a very fine dining restaurant.
Yeah.
And she said it was over by ASU and they brought it out. And the couple were older and so they retired. But she said she had worked there for like 10 or so years or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's interesting. It's fascinating. It's to think that there's, that I don't know. It's just interesting because Tempe, you think, because I'm guessing it was in Tempe is what you're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about it, Tempe, because Tempe is such a college town,
I think she said it was either two pink houses or two yellow houses that were like the building for it. And it was called, I want to say it was House of Tricks that she said it was. Let me see.
It's interesting because when I think of Tempe again, I think of the college, and I don't think about restaurants or anything else because it's like ASU. It's such a big ASU, such a large player there,
Yeah,
But,
it was called House of Tricks. It was a restaurant in Tempe.
so she was a waitress there, and then when that closed down, that's when she shifted.
Yeah, so she moved over to where we were. But I guess ASU bought it out and wanted the land. And so they said they got a very good deal for it. So they decided to retire. And then now she's been, I think she said 3 years ago it got bought out. And so now she's at this place. And she says she really likes it. And she says actually it was like it was a privately owned company, like a mom and pop. And she said they had great benefits and everything. She spoke very highly of them. And I had never been there because when I saw her, I was like, oh, you look familiar. And she was like, you ever been to House of Tricks? And she was like, no, I don't mean it like that. It's not a place like that. She's like, it was a really nice restaurant. And I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, but she was really nice and she was from Detroit. Yeah. Yeah.
How long she's been here for years though, from what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
because she worked there for 10 years. So at least maybe 15 years because she worked there for 10 years and it's been 3 years since they closed. So that's about 13 and then whatever time in between.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, how time passes. I came in 2011 and it seems like it hasn't been that long. And that's 15 years now, right? I mean, it's like,
Oh, wow. I came in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 2008.
Yeah. And then we met, when was it, like 16 or 17, 18? I don't remember.
About 17, 16 or 17. Yep. Around there. Yeah. I want to say 17 because that's probably when I started going to the shop. Yeah. About 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somewhere around there. Oh gosh, Don, it's been a long time.
Yeah. At that time you would come with Tanisha and sometimes with Kina.
Yeah, yep. And I met Tanisha at work. We used to work at American Express together.
Mm-hmm.
And one day we were and this was after COVID. So, or during COVID. So we had never met in person. We had met online. That's how we started working together. And one day we just started having a conversation about spiritual stuff. And then she was like, oh, and then I invited her to class and then she started coming to class. Yeah.
Yeah. I do miss the Monday class with Tina.
I thought about going a lot, but 7 o'clock is so late now.
Angie, now you're showing your age. It's like, what? But once I get in, I must admit, once I get in the house, I want to, but
and that's what I was telling Miss Linda last night. I was like, sometimes I'll have, like I'll think I'm tired and then we'll log into class and it'll just pick your spirits up. So I get it. Being in the crystal shop, all that energy and all that positivity, it just kind of picks it up.
Well, I know that, the mediumship class that we're a part of, that Umber started and that Julie runs, and Julie has taken over. They're going to go on hiatus in a few weeks.
Yeah, I think she told me June 1st or the first week of June or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to free up Monday nights, which is kind of interesting because I'm thinking, that might be a good time for me now to get back. Because I remember I used to call, I think I told you this even many times.
Your adult time.
My adult time. Yes, exactly.
We go way back. I remember that was our adult time.
Yeah, and I remember. I mean, when we started, or at least by the time I found it, because I think you may have already been going it. When I found it, I'm not sure. But once I found it, I wasn't certain for the first time or two, and then all of a sudden the community energy opened up. It was like the first time I felt like I'm an outsider and whatever. and then something broke loose. And of course, Tina tries to make everybody feel comfortable, which is so wonderful.
So endearing. Hi, everybody in the chat. Bonnie, Brandy, Devin, Francis, Rain. Yes, I always say Miss Tina is the greatest introduction into the spirituality that you could find. She doesn't put fear in you. She doesn't put competition in you. She just invites you. She wants you to explore. She's happy when you excel past where the level of where that class is. I don't think I could have had a better introduction than Miss Tina. She is amazing. I love it.
And she meets you where you are.
Yep.
She doesn't come to you and say, you need to be here. She's like, I'm coming there. And so she comes to your level, and then she helps you to understand at that level what's possible, and then how you can move forward. So you don't feel
forced.
Belittled. You don't feel
belittled or forced. Yeah.
Yep. And definitely she never talks down. Never talks down to you. Doesn't try the little, but if you understood, like, no, I love the fact that she just kind of, again, meets you where you are, and then she helps to usher you to where you want to be, not where she wants you to be, and I think that's wonderful.
And she so encourages you. Like, if it wasn't for her, I'd probably still be saying I'm not good at mediumship. And she said, stop saying that. And I changed it to I'm getting better. And that made a world of difference. Like, oh my goodness, just changing that little phrase.
Yeah, actually, I sent her. I saw. I realized that I had missed her live interview with Karen Bonifiglio. And for those of you who don't know, Karen Bonifiglio, what's it called? And her thing. It's a podcast. Quarters or something, I can't remember. Anyway, Karen, I've been on her podcast 3 times now. She's had me come on and talk about 3 different things for her. But Tina was on the other day, and I didn't see it, and I didn't get the notice, even though I do subscribe to Karen. I didn't get the notice, and so this morning, I was looking at stuff, and Karen's thing popped up with Tina, and so I watched it, and then I really enjoyed it. And of course, I'd interviewed Tina years ago for podcasting when I was doing podcasting, and she's such an easy person to interview, but she was doing the healing and stuff right there on Karen's show, which I thought was very cool. So I watched the whole thing, and it was over before I knew it. So then I texted Tina and I told her, I said, I sorry I didn't catch it initially, but man, I really enjoyed it and did a great job.
Tina is a great interview. Like, remember when we had to do it 3 times with her, and she was so kind each time.
Yeah. And for those who don't understand what we're talking about, Angie and Tanisha and I were interviewing different practitioners, and Tina was one of them. So they all came to the house, and in one of my rooms that has since proven itself to be a spirit central, because it was like the house of spirits, but it is the house of spirits. But anyway, so we sat there, we had the cameras set up, and it was Tina's day off. And so she gave her day off to come and meet with us. And then we interviewed her, and it was amazing. It was such a great interview.
That first interview was terrific.
It was. And I learned things about her I didn't know. I laughed because actually I had not seen that comedic side of her, because even in class, she didn't come off that, so it was so wow. And then I went to play it back just to look and see. And as I hit the button, it didn't. It was like it didn't record. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So then I'm trying everything I can to see if I can salvage the file, if the file's corrupt, but no. But it recorded, but it just recorded, it was like, and so Tina and her husband came with her, and he's like, go ahead and do it again. We can put our plans off a little bit, move them back a little bit. And so we recorded a second time. And I went through before I recorded, and I did the test and all that, and it was perfect, right? Did the recording, same thing. And we're like,
I really think that was our introduction of them telling us, look, there's spirits in here, and we just didn't get it.
Exactly. We were so focused on the thing, we forgot to pay attention to the spirits around us. And they were like, you're not playing in our room. This is our room. Yep. And so
we ended up having to go to the shop.
Yeah. So we planned on Monday before class, we would meet at the shop and we would do the interview there. And first recording, perfect, beginning to end. But it was like, that, and then later on, that's the same room where later on, the ladies who clean my house on Mondays, they're like, you got a ghost in there. They're Latinos, so they say it's fantismo. And I'm like, what? And so I had him talk to my husband, and she told him that that for the last 3 weeks, a ghost had been showing up in there. And I'm like, why? So I sat and I'm like, I'm calling Tina and talking to her, and she's like, have you asked him what he wanted? And I'm like, what the ghost wanted? I'm like, no, can I do that? I'm like, oh, okay, I will. And then I'm talking to Angie, and Angie's like, well, Don, what do you think? What do you think? And whatever. And I'm like, Angie, do you want to come over? Of course, I was
And
waiting
he
for you.
fed me. Of course, he fed me, and I came right on over. Like, come on.
Yeah,
So we
and,
ate, and then we went in there and we met Samuel.
yes, and Angie spent about an hour by herself in the room with connecting and communicating. And then when I came in, and she said, I wanted to talk to you about this, and she told me, and it was funny because the spirit who was there, who came in with a specific piece of furniture we bought at auction, he was there, and he told Angie. Angie did not know a number of things about how I use the room, what we do in the room, and what's going on around the house. And she's like, he's telling me this, this, and this, and this. And the coyotes, you talked about the coyotes, and you had no idea about the coyotes. And we talked about the coyotes who were always running around the house. And they were our protectors. Remember, you said they're actually protection for us. And he talked about where I sit in the room all the time. And Angie had never seen me in that room. We did not sit in that room except for that interview at that time. But he was right about that. He told her things that, again, were specific to the room, specific to the situations. And Angie had no idea. She could not even guess. And yet, so that tells you that he was there and that he was witnessing it. And and it was funny because I said, Angie, why can't I see him? And I said, can you ask him to try? And she told me, he said, he's trying. And I could see like a shadow in the corner. And I asked why he's in the corner. And she said, because that's where he stood. He was a butler, and that's where he stood in the room. He melded in the backdrop. He was supposed to fade away, not be seen. And I said, well, try. And then eventually I'm looking around the room trying to find him. And he was moving around trying to help me see him. And then I looked through, we were in a study, but in the study has a full bath connected to it. And so the door was open. I looked in the mirror in the bath, and Samuel was looking in the mirror, looking at me. But he was looking through the mirror. And so it was amazing. That's the first time I learned that I could see things in the mirror that I can't see in front of me. There was something about the mirror, right? Oh, that was crazy. Angie. Yeah. So guess what? Angie took Samuel by accident, but not by her knowledge. I'll put it that way. He hitchhiked with her, and so he's been with her.
He asked, "Did I go?" And I told him no. And the next morning, I was getting dressed, and I was like, and he was like, "Yes, Miss Angie," and I was like, "Okay, you can stay." And he was like a grandfather energy, and so he's still with me.
Yeah, I remember when that night when you told him, you said, "No, you cannot stay."
I was like,
here.
"No, you can't go. You have to stay, or whatever."
Exactly.
And he was like, "Okay, Miss Angie." And the next morning, he was right. Like I could feel the presence in the room. I couldn't see him this time, but I could feel it. And I was like, "Samuel, is that you?" And he was like, "Yes, Miss Angie." And I was like, "Okay, you can stay." And I like, he's so gentle. He's like a grandfather energy to me, so I don't mind him being around.
I remember you told me that when you first talked about him, you said he felt so warm and so comforting.
Yeah.
And you're like, God, what a good energy. So I'm sure that he brings you comfort in times. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh. She said she's in Scotland and it's 3:10 a.m. Don.
Hey, Diane, that is, thanks for joining us. I appreciate that.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Tara.
Well, we're going to just give Diane a reading just because of the
Definitely.
Right? Definitely. So anyway, that was the interview. So that was crazy. So yeah, we had that interview, and sure enough, that's the energy that Angie was picking up, and it destroyed the 2 interviews we did. But we've come to find out there are many, many spirits in this house. So that's great. Well, why don't we go ahead and give Diane a read while we're at it?
I am ready for Miss Diane because I got an image as soon as I got in. So is it Diane? I think that is from Scotland. Immediately when I got into your energy, and I don't know, I saw like somebody sitting pouring something out of a glass, and I assumed it was alcohol because that's what I would be pouring into a glass, but it may not be. But I see you sitting talking to somebody. So I don't know if you're the person that's having this emotional situation or you're comforting somebody else who has an emotional situation. But there seems to be 2 people talking, you and another person, and then you're pouring them a drink and you guys are having an intimate conversation because you're close, you're leaned in and you're talking. But there's a silence that I see, and that but there's a respectful silence. Like it's kind of like, oh, you're going through an emotional situation, So did someone just lose somebody really close to them, or did you just lose somebody close to you? Because I get a loss, like there's a separation. It could be a divorce, but it also could be a death. And so I get that somebody lost somebody close to them, and the other person is comforting them. Is that correct, Miss Diane? And then I feel like the person who is lost or who left is a male. Like, I feel like it's a husband that is lost. Either the husband passed on or the husband, like there's a divorce. Like sometimes I get death and divorce mixed up because both of them are, the ending of something. And so it feels like a husband is gone. Is that true, Miss Diane? But I can't tell if you're being comforted or you're comforting someone. Oh, you lost your mom on the 8th. Okay. So you're being comforted by somebody else. Okay. I got a male energy though. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Wow. Did you light a candle? What's with the candle? Because I see a candle being lit. Or do you plan on doing a candle lighting ceremony? Your mom seems very honored. Like I get a warmness right here in my chest from her. So are you planning on doing a candle lighting ceremony or something for her? Because I immediately saw a candle, and then I got the warmness of like a very proud mom or somebody with so much admiration and love for you. I feel like you've been crying a lot because I want to cry and tears are falling, and your mom wants to just bear hug you and say, no, that's okay. Like, I feel like if she talked to you, she would hold you, she would like grab both of your shoulders and kind of hold you and say, it's okay. Like, calm down. Like, I feel like this would be like, if you had she's showing me a tender moment as a child, like maybe you were disappointed by something happened in school, like you came home from school and there was a tender moment. And so she grabbed both of your shoulders and she's talking to you and she's comforting me. And then she's also showing me little chocolate chip cookies. So is that true too? With the little chocolate chip cookies? And then she's worried about her hair. So you said you lost her on the 8th. I assume you already had the ceremony. She's fumbling with her hair. Oh, your neighbor got you a candle. Okay, she knows you got the candle. And then she's showing me her hair. She's fumbling with her hair. What's with her hair? Was her hair curly and she's very particular about how she wanted her hair, or were you very particular about how you wanted her hair upon her burial? Because she's fumbling with her hair. And I feel like somebody has curly hair, but I feel like she has the curly hair, or there's something about her hair that she was very particular about regarding the ceremony. Is that true? And then she's showing me a cup of tea. Is that something that you two did later in life? Because I don't feel like that's something you did as a child, but later in life you may have had cups of tea together, or maybe later on in her life you kind of settled in and you would have tea with her. Is that true? And there's something about breakfast. It's a certain kind of bread that you would have for breakfast. We got locks in. Oh, you got locks of her hair. Oh, okay. That's why she's showing me the hair. Okay, perfect. Oh, Mom, she's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, she makes me want to cry so much. She has so much love and admiration for how you guys are honoring her. And then the tea, and then it was something else I was going to say. Dang it. Oh yeah, okay, cup of tea. Oh, true, the tea. Okay, perfect. Because she's showing me the cup of tea. And where's the dog? Did you lose a dog and the dog is with her? Because I feel like the dog is with her now. Or maybe she crossed over and she has a dog, or she's missing a dog, because she's showing me a little dog, kind of a off-white kind of dog with maybe a little bit of brown in it or something like that. But it's a little dog with kind of curly or bushy hair or something like that. And then there's a song she's playing in my ear, like a siren song or some kind of song that with somebody who has a high pitched voice who would sing or something like that. Oh, you made her eggs and okay, because she's showing me the bread for the sandwiches. Okay, you made her eggs and bread with cheese for breakfast. Okay, perfect. Okay, she remembers all that. She appreciates all the stuff that you did for her. And then she's showing me we had to give your dog away. Okay, she's showing me the dog. Oh, your mom is just pouring it on. Oh my goodness. I love it. It's something about pants. What's with the pants? But they're short pants, and she keeps saying knickers. I would have called them capri pants, but she keeps saying knickers. What's with the knickers? Did you not like them, or what's wrong with them? Because somebody's not happy with the knickers. She keeps talking about knickers. And she's tearful too, because she's so sad that she had to leave you. But I feel like this was a prolonged thing. I don't feel like it was like, oh, boom, it happened. It was kind of a long, not a very long, but it was a lengthy situation. And then like you weren't terribly surprised when it happened, but it was still sad. And so she feels bad that she had to leave you. She's so, oh my gosh, she wants to hug you so bad. Oh my gosh, she wants to hug you so bad. But I just love your mom. Oh my gosh, she's such a sweet lady. And was she shorter than you? Because I feel like you bend down to hug her. But even though she was shorter, her presence was strong in stature. Like she stands like a statue. Like her presence was very strong. So nobody would run over her. I just love her. And do you have a little brother? Who's the little boy? Or a younger? I feel like there's a boy that is younger than you. I know I'm asking so many questions. I'm so sorry. First, tell me about the knickers, because she won't let the knickers go or the pants go. I call them capri pants because they come just below the knee, but maybe around the ankle, but they don't go all the way to the shoe. And then the boy, there's a younger guy. I say boy, but he's probably an adult. You had to give the dog away. I feel like she has the dog with her. Okay. But yes, she just wants you to know that she's okay. I feel like she was in pain because she says no more pain. Oh, your brother died. Oh, that's the younger boy. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Well, not perfect, but you know, I understand every clue she's giving to me. She's pushing it. She's pushing it because she feels like she has to get it all in very, very fast. But I want to let her know you don't have to go so fast. We're getting it. Okay, it was your brother. Okay. But she wants you to know she's in no more pain and she's okay, but she feels bad that she had to leave you. Like are you does that leave you as an only child or something like that, because she feels like you're alone? Oh, the dog you grew up with, Trixie. Okay. And then she feels like she left you alone or something like that. Like, was it just you and your brother and now it's just you? But she wants you to know that you're okay and that she's always watching over you. And are you planning on naming a star in the sky after her? Because she's showing me a star in the sky and then it says name. So are you going to name a star after her or something like that, or a constellation after her? Oh, I just like her. She's showing me a cake. Whose birthday's coming up? Because it's a purple cake with a candle. So somebody's birthday's coming up. Oh my gosh, she's going so fast. I'm trying to keep up with her. She's so fast. Boom, boom, boom. It's coming out so fast. Somebody's birthday is also coming up. You have 2 sisters left. Okay. But she feels like you're alone. So do they live at a distance? Because for some reason, she feels really sad about leaving you. Like it hurt you more than it hurt the rest of them, or you're feeling a great sadness. So did she live with you near the end of her life? Because she feels very close to you, and that leaving you is the sadness. Oh, you're outside looking at stars. Okay. Because it made it seem like you were going to name a star after her, but you're looking up at the stars. Okay. Got it. All right. So she's watching you. She sees everything you does. She wants you to know she's still around. She hasn't left you. Oh, her birthday was on the 11th. Okay, so she showed me. Oh my goodness, she is running it, just boom, 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 boom.
It's crystal clear too, as a spirit.
Oh my goodness, I mean, God, it's coming in like a movie, and she's so fast because she wants to get it all out, and she wants you to know, I still with you, I still see you, I'm still around. So she's showing me everything that you're doing real time, so that you know that. Oh, I was very close to my mom. Oh, okay, the most. That's why she feels like you are the one who feels the loneliest right now, and so she just wants you to know, with a big old bear hug. And she wants you to, I think you and your sisters, are you thinking of honoring her in some way to celebrate? She's like, go ahead and do it. Like, she's feel real proud. Like, go ahead and do it. Like, I'm okay with that. Go ahead. Well, so however you want to honor her, like with maybe a bench with her name on it or something you want to put in your yard, she's okay with that. And she's very proud that you all even thought of honoring her in any way. But she is so, so happy that she gets to connect with you. And it's something about your dreams. She's going to I feel like when you were asleep, she would come and kiss your eyes in your sleep. And so, or something about kissing you on your eyes. And so she said she'll be back to kiss you when you fall asleep. So maybe she came in after you guys went to sleep to make sure you were tucked all in, and she's kissing each of your eyes. And she wants you to know she'll be back, to check on you at night when you go to bed. Oh my gosh, I just love her.
And know that she's in a good place. She's in a good place and she's okay.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, Miss Diane. I hope that helped out. But she really just wanted you to know that you're okay. She's still watching over you. She still sees you. Do you live near the water? Because she keeps showing me water brushing up on the rocks. And like you go out and you just sit and you watch the water, or you go to the beach again. So she sees you doing that, and she wants you to, like, I know you're not going to totally get over it that fast, but she doesn't want you to sit in your sadness for a long time. And just, just feeling sad about her. When you think about her, she wants you to think about her in a joyful way and laugh, and be happy and not be so sad. All right. So I hope that helps, Miss Diane. All right, Don. Go.
That was
I just
amazing,
love
Angie.
her, Mom, Don. Oh my gosh.
That was, and what a great way to come back or get back online, right?
Exactly, Don.
That's fantastic.
Dawn, her mom's energy is so strong, and she's just showing it to me like a movie, and it's going so fast. And I'm trying to get it all out. Boom, boom, boom. And she's just on it. She's like, tell her and tell her and tell her. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Oh my gosh. All right, Miss Diane, have a great day. And let your sisters hear. She was like, tell your sisters to watch too. I don't know if they don't believe in it, but she's like, tell your sisters to watch too, so that they'll be able to see it too, that she loves all of you and she misses you. And to go ahead and honor her. She's very, honor me however you are going to honor me.
Diane,
So
one thing to think about is that we started this about 20 at the 20-minute mark. So when you go back tonight, or tomorrow, or whenever you do, go back. When you go back to the YouTube channel, pull the same reading back up, because it'll be in our lives section. So come back to my page and click on the lives, because there's like shorts, and then there's videos, and then there's lives, and then there's playlists. Click on lives, and for this dated one, if you get to the 20-minute mark, because I put a note to myself that I need to make that, because I'm going to post this myself as a separate thing, because you did such an amazing job, Angie. So go to the 20-minute mark, and you can replay this. And additionally, send that link to your family members and have them watch this, and let them, because what Angie did is what's called mediumship, and she did it so fluidly. It was amazing. But more importantly, what she did is she painted the person back to life. And you could tell by your words that that your mother was there with you, because Angie painted her back to life with her words. And more importantly, Angie gave you the message you needed to hear after giving you evidence, because again, she gave you stuff that's so specific. You knew who she was talking about. And then she gave you the message again that you are loved and that she's okay on the other side. So share this with your family members. Have them tell them to go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot or A5 Says on YouTube. And I posted Angie's thing on the thing too. But go to the lives, and when you see the lives, it'll be the most recent one. Go to the 20-minute mark, and then that's when Angie started this. And
oh my gosh, listen, she just gave me a hug and kissed me on my cheek, and she was like, thank you so much. I love your mom. I'm trying so hard not to cry. She is so nice. I just love her so much. Oh my gosh, I like her energy so much. She is such a nice lady. I just love her. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is wonderful. And it's like those kind of readings pay off everything. When you get those kind of readings, you just feel this is why we're here. This is
and
why.
Don, I was just telling you, I was like, mediumship is very emotional. That's why I prefer psychic, because sometimes it's sad and you want to cry, and I don't want to cry. But she's such a nice, loving lady. I just, oh my gosh. And she feels so much for you, Diane. She feels so bad for leaving you, because she feels like, oh my gosh, my baby is just falling apart. But she wants you to hold it together, and she wants you to think of her in love and joy and not in your sadness. Oh my God.
But remember, the one thing that came out of that too, Diane, is that when Angie was reading, she picked up the stars, which tells you your mom was there with you at that moment, because that's why she had Angie talk about the stars, because your mom was watching you and also sharing her energy with Angie to tell you she's there with you at that moment. She was there with you right now. She's there with you right now. That's the key. And so she said, Angie, get stars in there, because Angie, when she did, you're like, wait a minute, I'm looking at stars now. This is what it's about.
Yes. She showed me the stars, and I'm like, oh, are you going to name a star after her? So I'm glad that you were there to clarify what the stars were. Oh my goodness. And the hair, the lock of hair. She said something about you're jealous about how luscious her hair is or something like that. I'm a hair person too, so I'm glad she used the hair thing. But she's really happy that you kept a lock of her hair. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's such a great reading, Don. I am so excited. Like, let's go.
Angie's like, turn it off now. That we can't beat that.
And that's the end of it. Look, that's the best right there. You can't get better than that. Jeez, oh, Pete.
Exactly.
Thank you, Miss Diane, for allowing me to share your mom's energy. And what's your mom's name? She didn't give me her name. I keep hearing the word Misty though. But she's really, really nice. And I just want to say thank you to your mom for allowing me to do that.
And
okay, perfect.
And I'm going to put this. That is the link for this episode.
Okay.
So Diane, I'm making it easy for you. If you if you copy and paste that link into Word or something, so where you or just go ahead and click it and then share it out to whoever, you can share that link and tell them to go to the 20-minute mark, and then they'll see the reading. All your family members. I'm making it easy. I'm giving you the link. It's in the chat right now.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Miss Diane and Miss Ray for coming in and starting us off with a bang. Don, I don't know if we can beat this.
I hear you. I hear you. And from a continent away, it's like they're
Oh my gosh, you're so far away in Scotland too. Oh my gosh, I love it. I just love it, love it, love it. That was powerful and that was beautiful. And I even asked my guys, because when I start, I always set intention. I was like, can you go out and find me? I was like, I asked my crossed over loved ones. I said, can you go out and meet their loved ones where they are and give me the messages in a way that I can communicate with them and give them the love that they need. So I like that they that happened, that everybody connected and gave me the messages that you need.
And you had her right off the bat. I mean,
oh my goodness, she just came in like boom, 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 boom. And she started it really slow because I said, oh, somebody's being comforted, somebody's loved. And then she just went and it just was gone. I was like, oh, okay, there it is. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Miss Diane. All right, who's next?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm like, I'm like excited.
Bring it down. Look, I need a shot. That's why I thought it was alcohol. I need a shot.
And it's amazing, folks. As long as I've done this, as long as Angie's done this, as long as we've done it together, there are times where I can't help but sit back and just watch in amazement, because this woman she really from time to time does not know how wonderful she is. And you just saw how amazing she is, but she doesn't own it. And that's the one thing about Angie. Angie is so grounded that she truly doesn't wear that at all, that badge that she has earned. Instead, she's always like, am I good enough? Am I good enough? It's like, no, you are better than good. And she just,
we were in class like Don, and I told this one, I was like, I don't know if I should say it because it doesn't sound like it's true. And she was like, go. So even at this level, I still sometimes doubt everything, but that was so clear. Oh, your mom's energy is just it's just like a nice little gumdrop. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Exactly. Just Jody, are you trying to buy a car? Because I heard let the car go. Don't do it. So just Jody 88, are you trying to buy a car? Is that true? Or is it something to do with a car? Because they're saying let it go. So either somebody's coming to repossess the car or something about the car, but they're like, let the car go. Don't do it. Is that true?
Jody, are you still here?
They're here, but I don't know. They're making a comment about something else. I think we're a little bit behind. Okay. Oh, you're trying to buy a car. They're saying let it go. Yeah, they're saying let it go, Jody. Don't do it. Don't look at my face. Don't do it. That was clearly, as soon as I saw your name, just Jody 88, it was like, let the car go. Just don't do it. So if that is the car, whatever car you were choosing, they're saying no, it's not a good deal. Look at my face. Don't do it. No, don't do it. No. Okay, yeah, so don't do it. Don't get that vehicle. So whatever one you have your heart on, they're saying don't do that now. And that was immediately, don't do the car. So they're saying wait it out and something better will come. And the reason they're telling you to wait it out, because you'll be in a better financial situation. I feel like you're looking for another job. Like the job you have now is just kind of like, and I don't want to make any job seem insignificant, but it's kind of like it's a starter job is how they're making it seem to me. And you're about to leap over to another job. And when you get this better job, the car will be more affordable that you want. So don't settle, because they're saying settle. They're showing me They're showing me sand settling to the bottom of a glass. Don't settle for that car. Wait till you get to the next job, and then you'll be in a better financial situation, and you'll be able to get the car that you want. So that's what they're telling me about you, Jody. So that's what I got for just Jody.
Yeah, it's that stepping stone kind of energy.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But as soon as I saw the name, it was like, don't do it. Don't get the car. Please don't. So wait a little while until you get the new job, and you'll be surprised at the new job, because I don't know that you're really seeking the new job, but it'll just be something you kind of stumble into, and it'll be a big leap over a couple jobs. Like, you won't have to go into so many different stepping stones. You'll jump right into a better job, and it'll surprise you, and you'll be in a better position, and you'll be glad you didn't get that job. Okay. All right.
Super.
She says she can't find the link, John, that you put in there. Can you put it in there again?
Yeah, let me see what I can
Miss
find.
Diane. Uh-huh.
Here it is. Let's see if I can copy this and then repaste it. I'll just do it from here.
Jody, do you do something with with like cameras or film or something? Because I feel like your next job has to do something with, I don't know, technology or something like that. They're showing me like a camera, but is it something to do with technology or something like that? Whatever your next job is going to be something better with technology.
I just posted it back into the chats, Diane. So if you look in the chats, you'll see it there.
Hey, Pamela. And that's all I got for just Jody. I like that name.
Jody, I do have I'm picking up I guess for lack of a better word, I'm picking up anxiety, and the anxiety that I'm picking up is, I'm being told for you to let it go, that you're carrying, you're worrying about things that you really don't have a lot of control over, and you do have things to worry about which you should focus on. And they're saying be careful not to be carrying too much that you can't do much with, and instead make sure you're focusing on the things that you can. And it's interesting because so Jody, you have children, you have adult children. Is that right, or is that not right? Because I'm picking up kid energy. I'm picking up kid energy as part of the energy again that you're carrying. That you're it's like, you can't. You're worried about some things for them that you can't change, and you really don't want to own. And
Oh, so her daughter is 19 and she just left her relationship?
Diane, by the way, if you look here, this is also the link to if you to your phone and click on the link, you will get the link for tonight's episode as well. I put it up here beside our pictures, so you can also see it there to make it easy for you. But back to Jody. Anyway, you really do need to jettison 19. Okay, you got it. You got to again. You can't do much about it. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, they're not going to listen necessarily. They'll hear, but they won't listen. And more importantly, you need to focus on you. And so for your health, and they're telling me specifically health. They're saying the word health. For your health, you really do have to focus on what is in your best interest, and you know that you can't change their minds because they've made their minds up no matter what. So give them the grace to own their stuff while you take care of your stuff. And because I'm kind of concerned about the impact on your physical health by carrying so much additional weight that you don't need. Okay. and especially at this time right now, because I feel you have a lot going on right now. You have a ton going on, and the last thing you need is more stuff. So let go of some things that you don't need to carry. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. Bless you. Bless you. Do 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 do. Who else you got, Miss Angie?
I had one more thing for Jody. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I totally forgot. Somebody was asking me about tickets to a concert, Don. You know I'm all in for a concert. Gosh, what was it for Jody? It was something to do with I don't remember. Dang it. If it comes back, I'll let you know, Jody, but I cannot remember what the heck they were gonna say.
While you have a break there, I'm going to say, welcome in, Miss Pamela. I haven't seen you in a while, and I haven't heard on you or seen you post anything. It is good to see you in. I hope all is well with you, my dear. I know that you were going through some stuff, and you were raising those beautiful grandkids, and I'm hoping all things are good with you.
Yes, not good at the moment. Sending love to you both. What was it they were gonna say about Miss Jody? It wasn't about the car. It was about the job. Moving on. I don't remember. I totally lost it. I'll try to bring it back, Miss Jody, if
Was
you're
it
still
kid
here.
things? Was something with the kids, maybe?
Oh, you did say something about the kids. No. And you were talking about the relationship and moving on. And I totally don't remember. If it comes back, I'll let you know. Hey, KK. All right, Don, who's next? Oh, wait, what's happening in September? He going in September. Oh, wait, is her child going to school in September? Is that what she's saying? Struggle.
With a 12-year-old struggling single parent for 12 years.
Oh, that's what it was. I went back editing photos because I said, are you doing something with a camera? And you're very good at editing videos and stuff. You could be a content creator for other people because there's people like me who don't like to do that. And people will pay you for your services. So if you were to be able to do that professionally, you could make money about it. That's what it was, Jody. You should, put some of your stuff online and let people know that you can do this, do some creative editing, and then people may hire you to do it for them or on their behalf. So that is another way to make money in addition to the new job that you're going to get, because I do see you getting a new job. All right. So that's what I got for you. Oh, it was nice seeing you, Miss Pam.
Yeah, it's been a while since we saw Miss Pam.
I know. And you know what? I haven't seen her messages in my feed so much either, because she's always so positive every morning. I haven't seen you.
Yeah,
You scribe with photos. Oh, that's good, Miss. Oh, then that's something even better. I just see you making money with the photos. Like they showed me the camera and I thought, oh, technology. So it had to do with photos and technology. Because I was going to say, do you make movies or do something like that or take pictures? But I thought it was more technology. So you can make money off of your technology, either with the scrying, like you were saying, or with the editing photos for other people. But definitely you can make money with that. You just need to get out the word that that's what you do. All right. All right.
Miss Pamela, do you still make the T-shirts? Are you still printing those T-shirts and selling them? If so, let us know and post it out there, because folks, Miss Pamela is raising her grandkids and she's carrying a load as a mom and a grandmother, and so we all need to give her some support. And she was one of the first people to watch us, and she's always been so supportive of us.
Oh yes, definitely put your link in there, Miss Pam, so we'll know.
Absolutely.
That's a big feat, raising some littles.
Oh, I know, and they are little. I'm real little littles. I'm serious little littles. Yeah, but Lord have mercy, Christiana. Okay. I'm drawn to her, Christiana. Okay. Ibrahim. Do you have a specific? It sounds like you said you need desperate advice. Do you want ask us a specific question, Christiana? Is that how you say Christiana? Because I'd rather just give you specific advice based on what you need versus just give you a general. Welcome in, everybody. If we hadn't said hello to you, welcome in. We just kind of got going, and I got 10 grandkids. But
you're not raising all of them, are you?
Holy moly,
donut shop. You need more, you need a GoFundMe if you raising all of them, and
It's
a
funny.
therapist. A
And it's funny.
therapist.
Like I say, it's funny because Angie and I just had a conversation about grandparents raising grandkids just before we got on here, and then yes, oh my goodness, that's crazy. Wow. So, back to Christiana. I'm helping
Oh,
raise.
she's helping raise them. Okay, that's different because that means you're on again, off again. You don't have to be 24/7.
Yeah. Christiana, you still here? I'm hoping because you just recently popped on. But the question is, do you have a specific question? What happened? What happened?
It said lost connection, then it came back, so I don't know, which is weird because I'm hardwired in, so that shouldn't have happened. But
No.
okay, well the chat is back. Oh, she said from 3 years old to 16 years old.
Oh, jeez. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Anyway.
And I can't see if Christina is it. What was her name? Christiana.
Christiana, right?
Okay.
Christiana. Yeah. She hasn't responded. Yes, she said she was here. I guess. I don't know. And then, I mean, there's that much delay. I don't think so. Who else, Miss Angie? Let's move on.
I can't see the names anymore when it messed up. It took my chat away. So all I have is Miss Pam's is the only message in there. Oh, Kelly is still here.
So if y'all want a reading, whoever wants a reading, let us know because Angie is not able to see.
Yeah, put your what you want in there, your question, or tell me what it is that you want to know.
Clarence.
Oh, I like that. Okay, Clarence. Let's see.
Do you have a question specific, Clarence, or is it general?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Clarence. Let me see. Clarence, I immediately see you in a vehicle, but you're laying in the back seat and there's nobody in the driver's seat. So are you taking a break from something, like you were on a journey, you were moving forward, and now you're just laying in the back seat of the car and you're not moving? When they show me mode of transportation, that means that you should be moving. And if this is a car, that feels like there's a distance that you have to go. So you've halted some movement that you were moving forward, like your life was on a steady course moving forward, and you've decided to take a break and lay in the back seat, and the sun is raising up over the horizon, and they're saying it's time for you to get back in the driver's seat and move forward. So it's time for you to get moving again. At this time, you've had a long enough rest, is how they're showing it to me. So is that true, Clarence? Okay. I don't really have anything about love, but I do see you laying in the back seat. So I don't know. Oh, you halted. Perfect. So they're telling me it's time for you to get back in the driver's seat and move forward, but they're not telling me to change course. So it doesn't seem like you are off course or that you are going in the wrong direction. They just want you to get back in the driver's seat and move forward. So if you can move forward, it's time to do that. Like your momentum is ready. Like they're ready to move you forward. And there's actually a chain, and I can't see who's pulling the chain. So for me, that's a divine power pulling you forward. Like, come on, we got to get this car cranked up and moving. And once you get in the driver's seat, you'll start to move forward again. But I don't feel like you need to change course, and I don't feel like you are off course. Whatever direction you are going, you just need to get back in the driver's seat and start moving again. And they make it seem like you need to start calling again because they're picking up the phone and you're saying hello. Or maybe you've avoided people and you've pulled yourself back and they're like, no, answer. When the calls come in, answer it because it's for you. They're sending people to talk to you and it's good news. So answer the phone when you see it. They're showing me the Page of Cups, but they're also showing me the Page of Swords. And one of them means that somebody's watching you or like people is looking out for you. And so this is younger energy, which means communication is coming. So answer the phone. Good news is coming on the phone for you. Right, Clarence? And so I don't know if you were thinking about relocating to a different place. They just showed me you needing to get back on the path and start moving forward. But that answer the phone because there is a call that is going to be coming in the next 6 days. They gave me 6 days. They showed me 2 to 6. In the next 6 days, that is going to tell you that's going to be good news for you. So you need to answer the phone or you need to start picking up the phone. Okay. So that's what I got for Clarence.
I also picked up for him, Angie, that on that same thing is that, that right now is not a time for a relationship. Right now, you got to get your house in order. You got to get work together because they're telling me when you say, as soon as you're talking about relationship, I was like, no, 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 this is not the time. They're like, you have other things that are more important than needs to be taken care of. The relationship will follow. They do say that the relationship will follow, but this is not the time, nor should that be a thing that you put your energy toward. You've got some things to take care of, and you know what those are. They're telling me you know what you need to do. So and then it fellows right connected directly with what Angie was saying, because it's again, it's get her done, you know.
They also show me a lot of clutter, like there's boxes everywhere. Like either you just relocated and you haven't settled in, or you just have a lot of clutter and you need to get rid of stuff. Like you're kicking boxes out of the way and you can't find this and you can't find that. You're not organized, or you need to purge some things, but you also need to get some organization in your life. And they're showing me that once you get some organization, you'll be able to find the things that you're looking for. Like you're like, I know I put it over here, or I know I had this over there, and you can't find it because there's so much stuff in the way. And if you actually cleared out some of the clutter and got rid of things that no longer serve you, because I was going to say things you don't need, and they corrected me and said things that no longer serve you, you would be able to find the direction, the advice, and the voice. Like I feel like you hear and you don't listen. Like you've been hearing people call your name because they're calling my name. And I feel like you've heard people calling your name and you're not sure where it is. That is your higher power trying to get your attention. So if you would get rid of some of the clutter and then just kind of sit into like some nice music, they're showing me a piano. Like maybe you find a YouTube video and it's just some soft piano music. Just sit in the silence with the music playing. You'll receive some of the messages that you want to hear. Oh, boxes. Okay. Oh, a lot of clutter. Yep, they're showing me the boxes. You kicking them out of the way, and they're saying get rid of some of that stuff, and you'll have more moon to move around, and the energy will have more room to flow through. It's getting blocked and stumbling and things, and I feel like you hear things falling all the time. So they're making it seem like the spirits are trying to get through the house, but they're clutter, boom, 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 and things are being knocked over. And you're like, well, why did that fall? So I don't know if you've had that situation where things have been falling down in the house, or where, things have tipping over and nobody's in the room, and they're saying, oh, you love pianos. That makes sense why they told me to tell you listen to piano music. And they're saying all those noises that you hear is because they can't get through to send the energy to you. All right. So I hope that helps, Clarence.
Yeah, you never want to block the energy. Even if you don't believe in feng shui, one thing about feng shui is energy flow. And that same energy is the energy that the metaphysical people connect to and other people connect to. So you want the energy to flow through your house as fluidly as it can, because if it's negative energy and it gets stuck there, man, it can take a while to get rid of it. And you just kind of wallow in it, and it's not good. So it definitely follow Angie's advice. Please follow Angie's advice and get that space cleared out and emptied to the point where the energies can flow properly. And it will probably make a big change in your life. You will be surprised how doing that will make a big difference.
And I keep hearing them say, answer the phone, answer the phone. Like you really need to answer the phone. Good news is coming, or an offer or something is coming. So please answer the phone. If you don't hear anything else I say, listen to those two things. Answer the phone and get rid of the clutter.
Mm-hmm.
And like Don said, not totally perfect on a relationship time right now. But that wasn't a love reading. You didn't hear that from me.
We leave that for Bonnie.
Exactly. Miss Bonnie, who loves a love reading and who is in the chat. And Miss Bonnie, we are so glad to see you in the chat.
Absolutely. And folks, I'm going to put Miss Bonnie's information up here, because if you have a love question, you need to save this and follow her. Let me put it this way. Subscribe to Miss Bonnie's site. It's her channel. And she's on Friday evenings and Sunday afternoons. And she will address all the love readings. She loves love readings. She truly does. We're not being sarcastic. She does. And her and Jess are wonderful with that topic, and they will entertain any love reading you have. So if you have a love question tonight, save it for Miss Bonnie, and then
she's sincere when she says it.
She is. Yeah. When Angie and I say it, we're
We,
like,
we just snatched the Band-Aid off. Don't do it. Move on.
exactly. We tease because it's like we are where love goes to die.
The Grim Reaper of love.
Oh my goodness. But at least
Okay.
we're honest about it.
Exactly. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't give you what you want.
Exactly.
Miss
Hey, Quinn,
Katie
nice to see you in.
or Kelly. Is that what it was? Kelly.
Kelly,
Kelly says she's in a she's been going through a lot. So Kelly, they immediately show me you on your knees looking down in prayer, and they're saying your help. They're saying, one, get off your knees and stand up. Your power or your help comes from above, not below. So you're looking down, you're looking in the wrong direction. So stop looking down when you pray. Look forward or look up, because that's where your help is coming from. And they're saying you have a lot of negative self-talk. Like you're talking yourself out of things that, like, yeah, I feel like you get an idea like, oh, you know what, I should start a garden. And you're like, who's going to want a garden? I don't want to do a garden. It's this, it's that. And you give yourself all these reasons why you shouldn't do it. And so you have a lot of the negative self-talk. So as fast as you receive an idea, you kind of talk yourself right out of it. And they're saying, no, we're sending you these messages. Listen to these messages. It may not sound like something logical that somebody else may want to do, but we're sending you these messages and we want you to do these things for a certain reason. Like my guys will tell me to do stuff and they'll do things step by step. If you do this step, then we'll give you the next step, and then you do next step, and you do next step. And so they'll take me on a journey through steps, but I have to do the first step in order to get to the next step, in order to get to the next step, to make sure that I'm listening. Because if they just tell me to go and do the one big thing, I'll be like, well, I don't know how to do that. But if they take me along incrementally, then I'll be able to do what it is that I need to do. And so they want you to stop throwing away the things that they're sending to you, because they're sending you messages, but you're saying, oh, that's not a good idea. Like if somebody was to say, hey, open a dispensary, you know, some of us might not have thought that was a good idea, but look, the dispensaries are making money hand over fist right now. And so again, listen to the word. Not that I'm telling you to go buy a dispensary. Don't listen to that. That's not what I'm saying. But they're saying that the things that they're giving you to do are practical, and you need to stop talking yourself out of it. And don't tell other people, because just because other people can't see the vision doesn't mean that it's not what is meant to be for you. So go ahead and do it. And what's with the water? Do you do something with water, with swimming or in the pool? Like, I see you teaching somebody. So do you teach people how to swim or something like that? Or have you ever taught swim classes? Because you're in the water and somebody's floating on their back. And so you're teaching them something, or you're healing them, or you're doing something for somebody who's floating on water. So is that true, Miss Kelly, that you do something with water and people in the water, or healing or something like that? You're teaching some people something in the water, or you teach water aerobics or something like that? And then I hear your talents are evident to everybody but you. Like they're saying your talents are very evident. Everybody knows that you're talented but you. And so your pie in the sky ideas aren't pie in the sky. They're actually your dreams coming to life. Like I'm holding these cards in my hand. Somebody thought about these cards, designed these cards, printed these cards out, and lo and behold, I bought these cards, and there's a reality. So everything starts in your mind. So the things that you're thinking aren't fairy tales, and they're not like, you know, unimaginable things. They are things that can become a part of your reality, because your guides are listening to you, but you're not listening to them. You work for a utility company. They're showing me something with water, though. Somebody's laying on their back and you're in the water. The water's up to your, maybe right up under your, just about chest level. And then this person is laying in the water and your hand is up under them in the water. So there's an emotional situation that maybe you're helping somebody else flow through, because you don't seem to be underwater and it doesn't seem to be your situation. So maybe somebody else is going through an emotional situation and you're holding them up as they go through this situation. Is that true? Either way, stop the negative self-talk. The ideas that you have are good ideas. Move forward with them. And do you bake? Because I keep seeing food being cooked. So wait, let me make sure that's you. Oh, wait, maybe you're not a good cook, because they didn't show me smoke in the kitchen. So maybe you're not a good cook. Oh, your husband or daughter. Well, this is a younger person because I thought you taught swim lessons to children. So maybe it's your daughter. Because when I saw it, I thought you were teaching a little kid how to swim. So maybe your daughter's the one that's going through an emotional situation and you're being their support because your hands are just up under them like this and they're laying back and they're calm. So you're that calming voice to them, but you don't seem to have that calming voice or have that calming voice for yourself. So they want you to speak to yourself as gently as you would speak to somebody else or as positively as you would speak to somebody else. Should I stay a contractor or a new job? I got new job. I don't even think that you really like this job. Like you do it for the money, but I don't feel like it's what you want to do. I feel like you want to do something else, but to you, it feels like a pie in the sky dream. And this is good, steady money. And I'm not telling you to quit the job, but go ahead and explore other ideas to find something else if that's not what you want to do. But if it is something that you want to do, then I'm wrong because they're making it seem like there's other things that you want to do. Like, I don't feel like you hate the job, but if there was other opportunities, you would take it and they want you to explore those other opportunities. So that's what I got from Miss Kelly now.
Okay. The other thing the other thing that I was picking up from the energies Kelly was giving was this feeling of I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not sure how to quantify this feeling, this energy. It's more of a kind of like a feeling around in the dark, kind of like feeling your way through. It's like you can, and then when they show me that, generally speaking, it's like you have eyes but you cannot see. It's that phrase, you have eyes but you cannot see. You're. I think you. I guess I see what you. I think you know where you want to go and you know what you want, but for some reason you can't see yourself there, and you can't see you can't see the way through, and yet you know the way through. It's just like you don't want to see.
That last comment may be exactly what you're saying, Don.
Kind of knowing what you have to do and then don't want to do it. So, you're hoping that that's not what you have to do, kind of thing. Yeah. I just feel real. I feel like it's a wanton denial, wanton kind of denial. It's like I don't want to. So, and if you don't want to, then don't. But at the same time, it causes a fog around the rest of your experience, and so I think what I'm picking up is this energy of having a come to Jesus moment and sitting down and saying, what do I need to move forward, and what really isn't serving me well. And I think you know what that is already, but when you do that, you need to really be honest with yourself. And then when you are honest with yourself of what you are doing, where you need to go, what you need to do, then you need to map out the way forward and maybe put a plan in place. Therefore, when you have weaker moments and you have to and you're thinking, maybe I should rethink this, you can go back to the plan and say, no, I made the plan for a specific reason, so I need to follow through. So that's what I would suggest is sit down, have a Sunday go to meeting time with yourself and say, I need to be honest with myself. I need to figure out what I really, really need to do, what my goal is, and then map out the road to get you to where you need to be. And I think you're going to see that once you do that, the clarity will strike and you will have the confidence because you're like, you're doing it in the moment when you know it is good for you and not when you're just kind of emotional about some other things or not being. Also, sometimes we get tied up into what we need to do based on economics or whatever. And sometimes, that's a factor, but sometimes those things are held back because we're not letting it all free to experience our full life because we're holding back. So for lack of a better word, let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like they're showing me bread being broken apart, right? It's you have the breaking, the The blessing is in the breaking, right?
Mm.
Sometimes you have to break it, because they're giving me like the fish and the loaves of bread. So every time he broke it, there was a blessing and more people got it. And so they're showing me a blessing in the breaking that you just don't see, or that you're not ready to see. But don't listen. Don't end your marriage based on what I'm saying. I'm just saying that they're saying, like, because I saw your comment that said we're staying together for all the wrong reasons. Maybe talk it out, maybe decide which direction you want to go, or if it's something that you want to work on or that you want to move apart from. But they're showing me that the blessing is in the breaking.
Fair point. Absolutely.
Dre 00723. Is it Dre? Dre?
I think
I
you're
don't
right.
know.
DREI, Trey.
Okay. They showed me you climbing a tree to get stuff and throw it on the ground, but they don't understand. Like, you're doing it the hard way. Whatever you're doing it the hard way for no reason. You're climbing a tree to get stuff that's already at the ground. Like, you just need to pick it up off the ground. Why are you climbing the tree to get something that's already there? It's kind of like maybe coconuts are in the tree, but they're already on the ground. So why are you climbing a tree to pick things that have already fallen? It's like things have been dropped down for you or provided for you. And you're like, oh no, I want to do it the hardest way possible. Please let me just climb this tree and carry all this stuff down in my arms or fall to the ground instead of doing it the easier way. They're saying you're making things in your life harder than it has to be. The road has already kind of been laid out for you. And for some reason, you're choosing to do it this way. And so they want you to stop doing things the hard way and to make better decisions, or to make more logical decisions. You seem to be like, oh no, like I feel like people are giving you advice because they show me three men, and these are all powerful men. It's funny because they're showing me like Steve Jobs and what's the other billionaire guy who's always talking about
Musk or Bezos?
nope, the other one, older guy who's always saying, oh, we could tax the rich and blah blah blah. Uber rich guy, I can't think of his name, but he's
Warren
more of a
Buffett. Warren Buffett.
yeah. So they're showing me like Steve Jobs, Buffett, and then another guy. And so these are all people who have really a lot of money, and they're giving you advice. And then you're saying, oh no, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. And so they're telling you the easy way to do it, but you're listening to your own self and doing it a harder way than has to be. And they're saying, if you would just listen to the advice that you're getting, they are giving you good advice. They're actually giving you great financial advice. And that's funny because your next comment is, will my finances get better? And these are all people who have good money. And they're saying you're not listening to somebody who's actually giving you good advice and telling you the best way to do it. You want to do it your way, but either you're inexperienced or your way hasn't worked out for years. So maybe listen to what somebody else is telling you who's already gotten to where you're trying to be, and then it'll make sense for you. I always say that Don is a great example of that because Don is at a place like he made me see things bigger. Like when you're in a crowd and you're in a room with people who are all at your level, you all see the same thing at the same level. But when I met Don, he was so much higher. He made me look higher. He made me think about things that were higher or things that I would never think of, like regarding businesses, starting business, and just all kinds of things that I never would have considered, but because of just conversations with Don, things have looked at things differently and made better decisions because Don is somebody who's gone through multiple careers, multiple successful careers in his life: a lawyer, an engineer, tarot, a writer. He has his own publishing company. So Don has done a lot of things that have been very successful. And so listening to him makes sense versus, oh no, I just want to do it my way and keep running into this wall. And he's like, well, if you just step this way to the left, you'll get past the wall. And so that's what they're trying to say is, can you please do things? Listen to the people who are giving you the advice because they do have good advice for you and they can help you out. And it may pinch a little bit, like you may have to cut back your spending or cut back on your lifestyle, things that you're doing. But if you do, it'll pay off in the long run. And it's not going to be a long journey. They show me 5 to 7, but I don't feel like it's 5 to 7 years, or maybe you've been going through this for 5 to 7 years. And now it's time to get you back on track. But you got to listen to people who know more about it than you do. So that's what I got for Trey.
Trey, Dre, I get the energy that um, you got behind the eight ball financially for a little while, and you feel like you're always trying now to catch up. You don't have to. I don't want to disclose private information. So if you're not comfortable, don't confirm or deny that if you don't want to. But I feel that that's the energy, and I feel like your economics is always a question mark, and it's always this catching up, and then as you catch up, it seems like something else pops up, and you're like, well, I'm never gonna catch up. And the first thing that I'm picking up is never say that, because again, when you put that energy out there, you own it. And so never say that I'm never going to catch up. What you need to do is they're telling me you have to do a two-prong attack. First of all, setting a goal, setting a energy that is putting you beyond the economic issues that keep you held back. The second thing you need to do is have a stronger relationship with money, and understand that money is not just merely to pay bills. Money is not just merely to live. Money is has many different facets, and one thing is money can make money. And so they're explaining to me that you need to have a different relationship with money. You need to have a different understanding of how money works, and how money can make money and those kind of things. But secondly, you need to also be sending out the energy of I'm where you are down the road, where you are going to land, what it is you will be. And so I would say something like, I in 3 years, and you're gonna say it. I'm glad that in 3 years I am debt free. I am glad that I am whatever, and keep saying it. But also remember, you're there already. So I'm glad now 3 years later I am debt free. I am glad 3 years later I am debt free and am living well. And say it when you mean it when you say it. This is part of my first book, which is written about affirmations and how you can change your environment by sending that energy out. And what you do is, when that positive energy connects to the universe then brings that positive energy back over time. But you have to say it when you mean it when you say it every day, 3 times in the morning if you can. And if you do it during the day, it's fine. Angie used to tell me that, I think it was Angie, I'm almost certain Angie used to use one of my affirmations as a mantra. And so when she would get frustrated or something, she'd just throw the affirmation out there, because she knew that that would move the ball forward for her. And I did the same thing. And my affirmation has always been, I believe in infinite abundance. I am thankful that my wants and needs are always met. And when I
And
started,
that's it. That's it right there, Don.
yep. And when I
And
started using,
someday it was all I could say, Don. I couldn't think of any other words, and I would just roll it and roll it and roll it over and over and over again.
yeah, and when you do that, you own it. You start owning it, and you bring it in. And here's the affirmation I'm going to put down here so you all can see it. You screenshot this, do whatever. But I'm telling you, when you start owning your relationship with money instead of having money owning you, you change everything. But it's hard, and even if I'm and even me saying this, believe it or not, even me saying this, you may look and say, I don't understand the difference. But I'm telling you, when you start focusing on your relationship with money, you will now understand. You're like, oh my God, now I see it. It is really
And it's
amazing.
not so hard. Like, one of the things that my guide showed me, Don, is that the reason I wasn't getting the money is because I had a scarcity mindset. It was always leaving me. But once I changed my relationship and thinking by using this affirmation, it changed, and money just comes to me. I don't have to, work so hard for it. And so I'm getting out of that scarcity mindset. I'm learning to thrive.
Yeah. Yep. And let it flow, letting the energy flow through, and bring that money back in. It's
Mhm.
wonderful.
Mhm. Another thing that Don told me, and I was just having this conversation with Harley, who just entered the chat, or was it Harley or Miss Linda? Is that he said, send your guides out. If you want something, send your guides out and do it. You don't have to go and do it. Send your guides out, and I'll do that in a minute. I'll be like, you know what? I want to know about blah, blah, blah. And I'll send my guys out, and they'll bring the information back to me. Like, I don't have to go and look for this person or that person. The very first time I tried it, and the very first time that it worked, was when I wanted to learn about investing. I didn't know a lot about it, but I saw people, online talking about stocks and talking about this. And I was just like, that's way over my head. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I sent my guys out, and I said, I want to know about investing. Bring me some information. within a week or two, one of my coworkers at work just came up to me and was like, Angie, did you know you could buy stock through Amazon from a payroll deduction? I was like, what? She was like, yeah, just tell them how much you want them to take out each week and they'll buy stock in your name. And that was it. And just like that, I was into buying stocks with no, and I didn't have to figure out what's a good stock and what's a this, that, and all that other stuff. All I had to do was a little payroll deduction, and they bought the stock, and it just stacks up, and it just stacks up. And then another coworker came to me and was like, we were talking about taxes. We were just having a regular conversation about taxes at work. And then she says, oh, yeah, you could do this. And we started talking about 401k. And then boom, I'm now investing better in my 401k or making decisions. And then another person, and then Don, and remember, Don, that's when you and Michael were doing the day trading, or Michael, and I was learning, and I was trying to, I wasn't so good at following that, but it was interesting to hear you guys talk about it. And so I sent my guys out and they brought the information to me in a way that I could digest it and understand it. And so now I'm investing in ways that I would have never thought possible, but I sent my guys out to do the work and bring it back to me without me fumbling through it and trying to find it. I say all that to say, like Don says, change your mindset about money, and then also change the, another affirmation that I love about money. Miss Bonnie says this all the time. Money flows to me like a raging river. Right. And so you know what a raging river looks like. And so I just got goosebumps on that. You might want to say that. Money flows to me like a raging river. And you can just see money just flowing to you. And it's just a river of money flowing to you. So when you have those bad thoughts about money, just say money flows to me like a raging river, and just see the money flowing to you and that you being able to receive the money. So I like that. Yeah, that's what Miss Bonnie says all the time. Money flows to me like a raging river. I love that one. It's so simple. It's so easy, and it's present, that it's coming to you now. So I like that.
It's declarative.
Yeah, I like it.
Money flows.
I love it. Yeah. All right. So who's next? Oh, I like that. Is that Maravilla Fauna? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Is it Maria? What is it?
Maria from last night, from class.
Okay. Oh wow, that's a lot. I like her little saying that she said to put up there. Life is easy, life is good, all things come to me. I like that.
Amen. That's Harley.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it, Harley. That makes so much sense. Yeah, exactly, Miss Harley. Thank you for putting that in the chat. I like it. I like it.
The new subscriber, we do appreciate it. Super.
All right, Kath. Is it Kath Cruz? I like it. Mm-hmm. All right, Don. There was somebody else I saw and I can't remember. It was either Jazz or. We did Dre. Maybe it was Jazz. I don't know. Or maybe it was this person. No, I think it was Jazz. Mm-hmm. But one thing I want to say about Dre before they leave, better is coming to you. But again, you got to listen to other people's advice, or you're going to keep bumping your head on the same wall. You're going to just keep running into that same wall. You got to change your thinking. Like the methods that you've been using have not been working, and you can clearly see that they have not been working. And they're saying you got to change the method that you're using. Your way of thinking limits your higher power, right? You're putting a cap on it, like, oh, I want this, but I want you to do it this way. I want you to do it that way. And if you just say what it is that you want and not put a cap on it, then your higher power will bring it to you in ways that you never thought of. But you're saying, oh, I want a new car. I got to get a loan that's good enough, or, oh, I got to, get a better job. And they're saying, what if somebody just gifted you a car? What if you just want a car? What if somebody, God forbid, left you a car after they passed on? And so what they're saying is, don't put a limit on how you want it. I want a new car is all you need to say, or I need a new car, instead of saying, I need a new car, help me find the loan that I need. Maybe that's not the way that your higher power wants to give it to you. Just tell them what you want. Don't put a parameter on how they have to give it to you. All right. So Jazz. Okay, Jazz. Did she have a question?
Yeah. And one more thing about that is, and you have to believe that you've earned it. Because sometimes we subconsciously think, oh, I haven't earned it, or you hear people tell, I haven't worked hard enough, or I haven't whatever, or I haven't been doing this right. That's the that you got to get over too. It's like you when good things come to you, they come to you for a reason. Accept them and embrace them and say, I did earn this for some reason, even if I don't know right now why. I know I earned this. I know this was meant for me. Because if you push away, if you do that blockage for energy, you push away the energies of things that haven't come in yet but could be, because again you don't, again you're subconsciously saying, oh, I'm not worthy, or I'm not ready. And then spirit's like, okay, you're not ready, well, there you go.
Oh my gosh, Don, that makes so much sense, because I used to think that all my money had to be earned by the sweat of my brow. Like I had to work for it. I had to work hard for it. And again, I was one of those persons who put a ceiling on what I wanted. Oh, I need some more hours. I need to work more overtime. And my guys were like, well, we could just give you the resource that you want. You don't have to just work that hard for it. And once I got out of the mindset that everything had to be by my own labor, um, again, money just started flowing to me in different ways, like through manifesting, just saying what I needed and then using whatever manifestation technique that I had and then receiving the money in that way, in a way that I never thought was possible. Or, whatever different way that they gave it to me, but not always saying, I need some more hours, man, I can't find any shifts, or I need another job, or I need a better paying job. And they're like, well, what if you get the money this way, or you get whatever it is that you need, the resource that you need, without, and you know how they showed it to me, because I still couldn't see it for myself in that way. They would bless the people around me in that way. Like I had a friend whose car messed up. One of her church family members just bought her a car. And actually, they just gave her a car. They were an older couple, and they had a car that was in pretty good condition, and they gave it to her. And then I had another person who was gifted the things that she needed. And so just seeing other people be blessed with the things that they needed without having to work for it gave me the idea, okay, well, wait, you don't have to work so hard for everything. It's a total mind shift. Again, when they say that mind is a powerful thing, or the power of life and death is in the power of the tongue, speak things into existence. The things you speak over your life are the things that you live through. So if you say, I used to say stuff like, oh, I'm poor this week, I can't go. So you know what God gave me? A lot more opportunities to be poor, because I said I'm poor this week. And so I spoke that into my reality. And when I started saying other stuff like, oh, I'm budgeting better, or, oh, you know what, I want to use my money for something else, or I'm saving my money. When I changed the wording, what I was saying, then I got more opportunities to make more money, to save more money, and to have more money. It's all in the way that you speak it. So life and death is in the power of the tongue. Speak what you want into existence, and then you'll see it coming into your life. So I hope that helps.
Absolutely.
So wait, did she? Oh, may I get guidance from spirit? Oh, I'm coming. Oh, okay. All right, Miss Jazz. Is it Miss? Because I get a female energy, so I think it's okay. For the next few months. This is funny, Jazz, because I see you in a field of flowers, and they're white flowers with a little yellow center in them. And for me, that's kind of like a wedding flower or something like that. Not the baby's breath, but it's a white flower like this, and then the center of it has that little yellow center, and you're frolicking through the flowers. So to me, that's a carefree energy, like things are kind of good, and you're looking out over into the into what's coming and what's to come, and you're pleased with what you're seeing. So they want you to trust and believe that if things are going good, that they're going to continue to go good. And don't worry about, like, a lot of times we wait for the other shoe to drop, like, oh my gosh, things are going too good. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of low points in your life. Like, you're kind of stabilizing, because they're showing me the Emperor card, and Emperor card is stability. And so I feel like things are kind of stabling out in your life. Like maybe you've had some rough and turbulent times, because they show me a boat that is going up and down like this. So you've had some rough times, but you're stabilizing, and things are getting, are getting a right level for you. And you're looking out into the field, but you're wondering, like, is this going to last? And you're hearing the echoes of things that happened in the past. And they want you to stay focused on where you're going and not so much of what happened in the past. Because again, one of the things that Don says a lot on this show is that's why the windshield is bigger than the rear view. You want to see where you're going and not where you've been, unless you're looking at how far you've come. Like, oh, this is how far I came from where I'm at, and so I can still move forward. And so they want you to focus on moving forward and nurturing your dreams. Do you want to be like they're showing me a stethoscope? So do you want to go to medical school or you want to do something with the doctor? Is that true? Oh, you got a teaching job. But was it your desire ever to go into the medical field? Because they're showing me. Oh, okay, that's perfect. Oh, okay, good. A few months ago, you got a job, and you're okay. So things are going good. But are you? Have you ever thought about going into the medical field? Because they show me a stethoscope, and it's around your neck. So I feel like that's a good thing. Like maybe you wanted to go into nursing or into some kind of medical field, and that would be a good choice for you. The challenges are going to balance out. Like, I'm not saying there's no challenges, but I don't feel like it's not as turbulent as it used to be. Things are leveling out for you, and they want you to continue to see the good and the progress and moving forward. If you haven't considered something in the medical field, then that's what they're showing me with the stethoscope. So I feel like, because I clearly asked, is this a medical issue? And they said no. So maybe you need to look in, you wanted to pursue a medical field, and I school, but made the wrong choices. Okay, then it's not. They want you to know that it's not off the table. You can still go that way. You can still look into the medical field, and you can still move forward on that. So they clearly showed me the stethoscope. They clearly showed me you moving forward in a bright future and lush green grass and growth. So they showed me like a vine growing up the side of a building or up a pole or something. And so that's a growth, and you're going up higher. And so for you, growth is there, but you have to stay focused on where you're going versus where you've come from. Don't dwell on the past. And even if people get into those conversations, they want you to change the conversation and say, okay, but things are moving forward now. Let's focus on that. Like, be that change agent to tell people, no, let's focus on what's going forward and not let them pull you back into that mindset. But again, medical field isn't off the table. You may want to look into it and see alternative ways. Send your guys out and say, hey, if it's still open for me, show me how to do it. Show me how to get into medical school. Show me how to do it, because it's still on the table for you. Oh, she says, I really like healing jobs where I can help people. Oh, good. Because again, that's what I was going to say. There's a lot of different fields you can go into that has to do with helping people, or the medical field. Like, helping people or healing people can be like a therapist, a doctor, a nurse, a psychiatrist, a physical therapist. There's so many different ways that you can help people, a counselor, a youth director, or some things like that. So there's lots of different ways that you can help people and heal people, but the medical field isn't off the table. So please consider that. So that's what I got for Jazz. Your energy is real light. It's like childlike. I like her energy. It's very childlike and open. It feels refreshing, like you're rediscovering who you are after shedding some skin. So when you shed the skin, you shed like a darkness. Like, they show me dark hair, dark clothes, dark everything, like really dark eyeliner and stuff. And you're shedding all of that. And the person that's coming out is a very youthful person who has a childlike energy. So she's childlike energy, but she's an adult in her childlike energy. And so that's what I got for Jazz.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I feel there's a lot of I feel like there's this, I feel like there's a metamorphosis coming, or she's been in a metamorphosis, and I feel like she's coming through quite a bit of something. But she wasn't being tested. She was being steered and moved into this new energy space. And I think that what's in front of you, Jazz, is going to be a little bit startling, a little bit enlightening, and more importantly, it's going to tell you, it's going to be a confirmational experience, saying that the price of the things that you paid along the way so far was worth it. Because I really do think you've come through the most of it at this point. And I just feel like you're ready to pop and ready to finally say, God, I'm enjoying the person that I am, and I'm enjoying where I am in life now, because I don't think you've been feeling that for a while, and I just think that's where it is, and so I'm excited for you. The other thing I think is that sometimes you overthink too much, and they're warning me about you having the issue of analysis by paralysis or paralysis by analysis. Sometimes you overthink so much you don't even move. You don't move forward. You allow an opportunity to pass by. You allow a moment to pass by, and you're not in the moment. And so they're also reminding you, get off the wall. It's like a wallflower at a school dance. Get off the wall and dance. This is your time to dance. No longer standing on the wall. Okay, it's time to get up and get going. And because again, you are at the precipice of a major change. And if I were you, I would reach out and snatch it and use it to your full advantage. This doesn't come along all the time in your life. There are times in your life where this lines up, and that's where this nexus is. There's something very important right now coming for you. Be ready. Be ready to grasp it and run with it. Okay. And don't worry about your coworkers. Your coworkers are not the issue. The coworkers are a distraction. Maybe the real issue is you shouldn't be where you are, but yet you blame it on the coworker. Maybe you shouldn't be there. Again, it's those things like that, you know.
Oh my gosh, Don, I was just going to say that job is temporary. You're not going to be there long enough to even care. In 3 years, that coworker won't even matter to you. And I'm going to tell you something that happened to me, because I had a coworker that used to have me in tears. Like, I was so frustrated with this person. I wanted to just scream. He would frustrate me to all end, and I hated any encounter that I had to have with him, anytime I had to deal with him. And so again, another affirmation situation where I will wake up every morning. Anytime I had to deal with this person, I would say, you know what, today's going to be a good day. John and I are going to have a great meeting. I'm going to get all the information I need from John, and everything's going to work out perfectly. And I started saying that. And every time I had an interaction with that person, it would go smoothly. It got better and better and better until now we actually like each other. And he prefers to have me work on his contracts for the job that we do now. And so it just took me stepping outside of my emotional frustration with this person to say, hey. And I mean, every single morning when I would wake up, before I would get out of bed, before I would touch this phone, I would just wake up. And sometimes I would just have anxiety from thinking like, oh my gosh, I got to have a meeting with him. He's going to be so combative. He's going to be this. And I stopped doing that. And immediately I was just like, you know what? Today is a great day. John and I are going to have a great meeting. Everything's going to work out perfectly fine. I'm going to get all the information I need from him, and we're going to move this forward. And it did. Every single time it started to work out and get better. And again, we're cool now. But again, I feel like this job isn't a permanent place for you. Like, I feel like you took it because of the money, but I don't feel like it's a permanent place for you. Stepping stone is what I hear again for you. And you'll be in and out of it so quickly.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. So, well, Jazz, keep us informed. Let us know as things go. But remember, own your power, and again, take advantage of this opportunity. You are at the precipice of something special. Don't be surprised if you get a job offer, and when you do, take it and run with it and use it to your full advantage. You know, this is such a pivotal moment for you, and you've been a wallflower too long. You got to stand up for yourself, be your voice. And make sure people are aware that you exist and you have a voice, because I think sometimes you don't. Okay. And then Angie, I wanted to unveil something that I was working on. So this is going to be our maybe a new permanent thumbnail. It's going to be a thumbnail for a while, because I've been playing with it for a while. So, but this one will be, I'm liking this one. But be honest, let me know what you think.
Oh my God. Done. I love it. Where'd you get that picture from? Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Wait, is that is beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, that's going to be our thumbnail for a while, I think. You know, because we did this one. Remember, we did this one for a while.
Yes. Oh my gosh, look, Don, that's a fat face Angie.
And then we did this one for a while as well. Remember that one?
Yes.
But I finally had a good image that I figured I could use, update your image. And I think this one worked.
My God, look at my teeth. They look so nice. Oh, look at my brown hair again. I love that. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to use for a while.
Oh, I love that, Don. Oh my goodness. Look, Don is magical with that editing and that software. I'm telling you. Amazing. 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 Devin, oh my gosh, now I'm so off. I'm off now because it was such a beautiful picture. Oh my gosh. Devin, if you're still here, I have a message for you, but if you left, that's okay. Oh, she's here. But bam, she came right on in. Devin, they show me you. The first card that came out when I was doing your energy was this card. It was the 8 of Cups, which means you're walking away or you're having a hard decision about walking away. And so are you thinking, so there's 2 options they showed me, or it could be the same thing, or it could be both. You're either thinking about walking away from your job, which you've had for a long time. They showed me a 12. Have you been working at your job for 12 years or so? So they're showing me a job and they're showing me the 12. So I don't know if the 12 means 12-hour shifts or if it means 12 years that you've been on your job, but they show me you either walking away from that. And then they show me you walking away from your place of residence. Like maybe you're ready to move into something bigger and better. And they're saying yes over each one of them. I get a yes on both of those as to go ahead and move forward with walking away from them because there are better opportunities out there for you. And I don't know if you're at a manager, 18 years. I don't know if you're at a manager's level, but you are ready for it to be at a manager's level and not so much of doing the labor intensive stuff at your job. Like you're ready to move up to a leadership level, whether it be a team lead, a supervisor, or a manager, but you're ready to move that. And so they show me you moving, like go ahead, pack up the boxes and go ahead and go, because they're showing me a moving truck. And it's okay. They're saying it's okay. And they show me tears, but that's just because of the memories. But they're saying go ahead and go for both of them. It's a yes, move forward. The time is right for it. Like they're showing me like orange being peeled, and the orange is very sweet when you open it up, like sunshine and stuff like that. And so they're saying the time is right for you to go ahead and do it and to make that decision. And I don't know if you've been offered the opportunity or not, but if you haven't, within the next 6 to 8, I want to say weeks, I was going to say days, but in the next 6 to 8 weeks, you will be getting an opportunity, and consider it. Like don't just be like, I don't know. Go ahead and consider it, and then think about all the positive things that you could do with it and move on. And then what's with the dog? Is something wrong with your dog? You have a little dog, and I don't know if your dog is all black or all white, but they're showing me an all black dog. But why are they showing me an all white dog too? Whatever it is, your dog is going to be fine, or you're worried about the dog is fine. Don't worry about it, or it's going to be fine. Like it's not going to be an expensive thing happening with the dog. So what's with the dog? And that sinister laugh y'all hear in the background, that's Brandon laughing. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but that's Brandon with his sinister laugh in the background playing the video game. So you are moving. Okay, I got that. What's with the 12 then? Because they show me 12. So are you working 12-hour shifts and you're tired of doing that? Oh, you have a black dog. Okay, they're showing me the dog. So if there's something wrong with the dog, or you've been suspecting that something's wrong with the dog, they're saying the dog is fine. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be a big thing to make the dog well or whatever, but the dog is going to be fine. And don't worry. And it's not, I don't feel like it's the end of the dog's life. It's going to be fine. Oh, nothing's wrong with the dog. Okay. Then I don't know why they're showing me the dog. Or are you worried that the dog isn't going to settle into the new place? Because there's a worry about the dog, but they're saying the dog is going to be fine. So I don't know if you're going to figure out something in the next couple of weeks or so about the dog. But whatever you find out, they're saying, 1, it's not going to cost you a lot to get it fixed. And 2, it's not going to be the end. Your dog is going to be fine. So if that situation comes up, and I hope it doesn't, but if it does, you're going to be fine. Oh, you're running about the dog with the move. Okay, they're saying the dog is going to be fine. Don't worry about it. The dog is going to be fine. Okay, so I hope that helps. That's what I got for Devin, Don.
Okay. Devin, I'm picking up a daughter. Do you have a daughter? And is your daughter somewhere? She's not an adult yet, or I'm picking up? I don't think is she an adult already? Okay, because I'm picking up like an older student.
Both of those things are true. She's a student and she's older. She goes to college in Walmart. She's in college.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah.
This is my cousin.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, good. Then you'll be able to confirm whatever. That's good. Yeah, because it's interesting because I picked up the Michigan vibe too. I was picking up the Michigan energy, and I kept thinking of that. But no, I was picking up a daughter, and I was picking up again student, and it's interesting because she's on autopilot, and I think you sometimes worry about her, but you don't need to. That's the energy, is like, don't worry about her. She is on autopilot, and she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. Also, do you? Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, she wants to go back to school.
Okay.
There's a granddaughter, and there were a few health issues with the granddaughter, and so maybe that's why she stepped out of school. But yeah, she wants to go back. Okay.
Was one of those? I'll put it this way to you, Angie, and you can say yes or no, because I think does she share a similar bond with Kina when it comes to?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was picking that up, and I'm like, but I didn't know. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. Because I picked that up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And where's the breast cancer come from? Because did somebody in your family have breast cancer?
We had an aunt who passed years ago from breast cancer, and that's the only. Oh, no. We have another aunt, Nako, lovely Quinn. Her mom had breast cancer,
and she's close to Devin. Was she close to Devin?
We're all very close. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if you were close or not, because I was picking up for Devin an energy of that too. But I don't think it's her diagnosis. So Devin, don't worry.
She's in the chat. That's her right there. The old lady, Sherry Stewart. That's the one who had the breast cancer. She's a survivor. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was picking up that energy too. And so have you, Devin? I was going to say, you need to reach out to the person who had the breast cancer, but apparently you already talked. But
we're all in the chat.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's funny, because I was thinking you need to talk to her, because it's like you haven't talked in a while or something. You have the conversation.
She says, I have 2 aunts with breast cancer. So I know one of them that I know is Sherry. And then our other aunt who passed was Joanne's. That was years ago. So I don't know if one of the aunts that Devin is talking about is Sherry, or if it's somebody else.
Okay.
Well, and Sherry is a nurse also.
Mm-hmm.
So she had another one that passed away also. Okay.
Lord, you have it all over you. No wonder I picked it up, because it's like it's all over you. Oh my gosh, interesting. Well, again, the big message, the biggest, most important message was know that you can take your hands off the wheel a little bit with your daughter, and she's going to find her way. She will be fine, and know that you can do that. Also, another message is, don't be surprised if you have a move coming in front of you. I don't know if you've been thinking about moving, but
she's moving. She said that a few steps back. Yeah, she said she's moving.
Oh, God, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. God, I should be paying more attention. I'm so oblivious sometimes, because I'm trying to connect the energy while Angie's talking. Sometimes
that just means we're right on it, Don. We're on it.
Yeah. Okay, we're good there. Okay, we got that one. Then that's going to happen. So yeah, that is happening. Let's see. There was something else that was coming in. I was trying to get clarity on it too. Your left leg or left foot. If you're not having an issue with the left leg or left foot right now, please be careful and cognizant of the way you walk or the way you step for a while, because I'm picking up a left leg, left foot issue. And again, it could be a situation that if you aren't already having something, that maybe inadvertently you kind of step off a curve the wrong way, or you do a step and you sprain your ankle or something. So if you're not already having an issue there, please pay attention for the next 2 to 3 weeks on the way you walk, and make sure that left foot is being a little more protected than usual. So therefore we don't embrace something that is an energy that exists around you. I'm not saying it's going to happen to you, but sometimes when it's there, you want to make sure you can send the energy and say, not today, Satan, you ain't touching me today. Put the gold light orb around you to protect you. That's important. So again, if you've been having that, my right foot feels like it's the right foot, then okay, I was the wrong side. Okay, but I got the foot.
Okay. You might want to go and get it checked out then.
Walk gingerly for a while. Absolutely. Wow. Okay, good.
Devin, who's getting the car? I feel like you just got a truck, but I see somebody getting the new keys to a new car. So is your daughter is Gabby getting the keys to a new car? I feel like somebody's about to get keys to a new car, and it's very exciting. Like I see somebody dangling the keys like this. And I wanted to say, is it the keys to a house? And they corrected me. They said, no, it's not that. Somebody's getting the keys to a new car. So I don't know if that was a surprise or if somebody's been looking for a new car, but the answer is yes. Somebody is about to get keys to a new car. So the answer is yes on the new car.
Fantastic. Cool beans.
All right. And I don't know. Oh, I'm not. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. Is somebody thinking about having another child? Because I feel like maybe another child may be coming. The house already seems definite. They clarified that the keys that I'm seeing isn't to a house, it's to a car. The move is already a yes. Go ahead and move forward on that. So once you find the place that you want to go, you'll get that. Again, send your higher power out. Like, listen, I'm ready for a new house, or show me the house that I need to, bring the house to me. And so they'll bring the house to you. So that's a definite yes. But somebody's about to get a new car, because the keys that I'm seeing are dangling. It's a new car. Like they're walking out to the car and they're opening the door to get in the new car. And then I see another baby.
Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully didn't spoil surprise there, Angie.
Oh, I did. She just got. Oh, okay. The daughter just got one too. Okay, so I saw the new car. Okay, perfect. And it was a good deal. They're saying, don't worry about it. You got a good deal on it. And yeah. Okay, that makes sense, because I see her putting a car seat in the back of the seat. But just be mindful. I see another little. I know the face, Devin. I know the face, but I see another little. That's all I'm going to say. Car seat in the back. Exactly, Harley. That's how I saw it, a car seat. And I know the age of your granddaughter, and this is a carrier, like a hospital carrier, like the one you bring home, the baby home in. So that's what's being put in the back seat. So I'm just saying, be mindful. And I hope that helped you out, Devin.
Hopefully she didn't spoil a surprise there. Hopefully it's a good surprise. But
exactly.
Maybe
and go for the move. They show me you moving further away. Like, so I don't know if you're if you're thinking about moving a distance, but this seems further from where you're from. And that's a little bit your sadness too, because you've grown up in this area, you know this area so well, and Harley says another girl. But I'm getting that's a little bit of your apprehension, is like, oh, I know this area, I'm very familiar with the people in the area, but I feel like you putting a little distance between that area. Oh, yep, that makes sense. Yep, because that would be a distance, or a great distance from where you are. And so I feel like that's a good opportunity. Go for it. Yeah. And there you go. So that's what I got for you, Devin. I hope that helps you out and gave you the positive feedback that you needed. All right, Don, who's next?
Thanks for coming in, Devin. I appreciate it. And thanks for sharing. I love when the energies flow like that. It's wonderful.
Exactly.
Let's do Kath Cruz. Okay. And I asked her earlier for a question, and she finally popped one up there for us.
Oh, okay. I actually see wiggle room. Like, I feel like they're gonna make you an offer and you're gonna counter. I don't feel like initially it'll be what you want. Because I got a yes on the job, and then because I had read up to where it says the man who could be my future boss, and then I got a struggle with the money. Like, I feel like there was a back and forth with the money, so I feel like you'll have to meet in the middle about the job. So initially, I don't know that he'll offer you the amount that you want. And then you'll come back and say, you'll be prepared to make another offer. Like, know what your amount is that you want. A lot of times I tell people, they just say, I want to make more money. Well, 10 cents is more money than you made. If you were making $10, 10 is more money. So know what your base is. Like, I can't go any lower than that. And so if they don't give you more than that, so know what your bills are, know what your expenses are, like, hair, nails, whatever you get done, know what your expenses are, and ask them, negotiate something higher. If you don't ask, you don't receive. and then make sure that the benefits, they want me to tell you to look at the benefits, that it's affordable too, because that's a nice chunk coming out of your check if it doesn't align right. So make sure the benefits align with what you want also. But I do see you getting the job, and I see a negotiation with the money. So that's what I got for Kath Cruz.
Yeah,
I
no,
like your picture.
I'm in agreement with you. I think that I think that she's going to have to negotiate a little bit, and I think you should try to look for phrases that help you to ask for a little more. And so, think about different ways in advance that you can say, let's discuss, let's work on this number, something like that,
Yeah.
because I think that I don't think you'll be completely happy with what the first offer is.
No. And then I feel like you're going to have a bargaining chip. So I don't know if you've interviewed for more than one, or if somebody else is going to come out of the blue with another something else, but I feel like you're going to have a bargaining chip. Like you're going to have something where you can say, well, blah, blah, blah. And this is, it could just be, like your experience or whatever thing you're coming in with. But I feel like you're going to have something that gives you that edge or allows you to get a little bit more than what you wanted. So go ahead and go for it. And the reason I say that is because I had a friend, they're showing me my friend, and this was years ago when I first moved to Arizona. She was one of those people who would just pop from different jobs. And one of the jobs that she wanted, she was able to say, well, I have experience doing this and this and this, and I want this. And they raised up the salary a couple more dollars than what they were offering, just because she was able to articulate what she wanted. So don't be emotional. Don't be disappointed. Just know that you're going to have to speak up for yourself, and don't just accept it, because you won't be pleased and you'll be resentful if you just accept it. So speak your mind and say, well, based on blah, 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 blah. Even if you have to study the salary of people in in that field or whatever it is, have your facts. Don't go on emotion, go on your facts. And so I feel like you'll get the opportunity, but you'll need to request a little bit more.
Yeah, I just posted something that maybe you should take a peek at. And this is something that these may be good words to use. It's like, I'm really excited about this role and the team based on my experience and value I bring. I was hoping we could get it closer to and give a number. And is there flexibility to move in that direction? By saying, is there
I love that, Don. That is almost kind of what my friend said, because basically she said, I've done this, this, and this. Like, she was well versed in the job that she was coming in. So she wasn't coming in as a person who needed to be trained. She knew all that stuff. And so she's like, I'm bringing you all this experience. And they did give her more money.
And when you say, like, is there flexibility to move in that direction? What you say is, I'm not set on that number, but I'm okay if you get there or if you move in that direction. Again, you give them flexibility. You don't want to put them
meet in the middle.
Yep. Yeah. Give them some wiggle room and allow them to have some flexibility too. And you'd be surprised what you might get. So note this, take a picture of this, screenshot it, copy it, whatever. But this can be at least some wording, and know it going in. Don't stumble over the words, because again, if you're not confident, then they're going to look at you and say, she really doesn't own this herself. So, make sure that you kind of prepare yourself and say it to yourself over and over again, just in case you need it, and then let it flow out easy. And then they'll say, wow, she's got a point here. We were hoping to get it cheaper, but yeah, we can give her a little more, So
yeah, they really want you to know, like, and the only way you can do that is if you know what your bottom line is. Like, okay, this is how much I have to pay out, and count everything in. Like, go in and say, I know how much my bills are, I know what my expenses are, and to go ahead and do it, and let it so if you go in knowing what your expenses are, you will know if the number is too low. Like, that's not going to help me, I'm not going to be able to do it. And know the benefits package too, because a lot of times, I'm telling you, I've wanted to take a job, and then when I found out what the benefits were, so this is the amount I'm going to make, and then you're going to take this out in benefits too, it just wasn't a reasonable amount of money for me to accept the job. And so I said no. And so know all the benefits, everything that's going to be taken out of your pay. And then, you, like Don said, I love what Don put in there as a talking point. And I like that he says, is there flexibility to move in this direction? Because that shows that you're not rigid. You're not saying, give me this or nothing.
Yeah.
Right. I like that.
Exactly. And the other thing to do is when you think about this, remember you can never you can negotiate, you can get anytime you get a raise, anytime you get a promotion, all those things, if you stay with that company, are based on where you started. So if you start low, you're always trying to catch up. So you don't want to catch up. You want to start at a place where you're already in a good position. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you negotiate a good entry, because everything from that point is based on that already. And and you do have the value. Make sure that they know that you have the value. They know the value, otherwise they wouldn't give you a job. But they're thinking maybe you don't quite know your value, and so they're going to try to. And believe me, it's not personal. This is something else. Believe me, I've owned. Angie will tell you, I've owned my own companies. I've worked for other people. I've been everywhere in the middle. I've been middle management. I've been whatever. It's not personal. The reality is that your responsibility in life is for you to make the most you can. Their responsibility is to pay you the least they can for you to do the job. And so that's why you meet in the middle. So they're not doing it as a personal attack on you. That's not the way it works. That's not really how they do it, because otherwise they wouldn't want you for the job. But their business model says, hey, I'm trying to get the least amount of payroll I can. But if I get quality, I'm going to have to pay for it. And so if they don't get it from, if you don't get the max you can, then that gives them wiggle room for somebody else down the road. So you want to give somebody else a raise? In other words, no, own your own value. So where you give yourself that good starting point.
Exactly.
Don't take it personally. That's the key.
Naya Shanice, don't leave. I have a picture that I want to show. There's something that they're showing me, and I want to talk it through with you. But another thing I was going to say was that I feel like that message was for me, Don, and that's why I really was excited about what you said, because I feel like there's an opportunity coming for me at work, but I don't want to go in office, and I'm going to be like, is there any flexibility in me staying home, staying remote, because I just don't want to go into the office for what they're doing. My job is way out by, like, if I went in office, it's way out by the Mayo Clinic. Like, it's on Mayo Clinic Drive. Like, you could drive out of my office right into the Mayo Clinic driveway, and I don't want to have to drive from where I am in Ahwatukee to way out by the Mayo Clinic. And so if the opportunity is offered, then that is a main point that I'll have to bring up is, can I not, do I not have to go in? I just don't want to have to go in.
Yeah. And that's a value add right there, because you're like, you know what? And then when you're negotiating, anytime you negotiate salary, you negotiate everything in salary. Sometimes the dollar of the salary can be wonderful until you hear that you lose out on some other things. And you're like, wait a minute, if I'm having to travel more, like Angie's saying, that's money out of my pocket for gas. I'm lost. That's all car maintenance, because the car gets beat up over time. So what value does that have? If I have
get up 2 hours early. My one coworker said that when they made us remote, she saved all her money in makeup, because she was an avid makeup person, and she spent a lot of money on high-end makeup. And she said she saved a ton of money on makeup.
Yeah. And again, there's also things like the 401ks and all those things. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you get, a sign-on bonus if that's what happens, those kind of things that they can make the package better if you don't get the salary you're looking for, because they're made up. But remember, the salary that you start with is what everything's based on as you move forward. And so if you're looking for long-term status in that company, salary is going to be an important factor.
Definitely. So good luck. What was it? Kath, come back and let us know how it goes, because I'm excited. I really want to know how it goes with you, Kath. So come back and let us know. Naya Shanice, I see bottles, like you're starting, like these are empty bottles that need to be filled up, and there's a whole bunch of them. Like you just have a whole bunch of bottles that need to be filled up, and they're showing me a scripture, because obviously you are very versed in scripture. They're showing me the scripture or the story of the person who I think it was the lady who had the child. And they told her to go and collect all these bottles from people in the neighborhood, and they would pour the oil in there. She needed the oil for cooking or for whatever it was, or to sell the oil or whatever. And so every bottle, every glass that she brought in, they filled up, the divine filled up, and she was able to sell to get herself out of debt and things like that. So what they're showing me is they'll fill the bottles if you collect the bottles. Like, I feel like it's a business opportunity that you're not exploring right now. You're too, like, they're showing me you're looking over here, and you need to be looking straight ahead. You're too distracted by things that are going on in the world or activities outside of the world, and they're trying to build your brand. They keep showing me your brand, and they keep showing me different labels. They show me a white label, they show me a black label, they show me a gold label, and they're saying, please focus on your brand. Your brand is what makes you who you are. You're not doing enough advertising online for your brand, and the product is there. And they keep showing me a shampoo with an ingredient in it that you add to it. And the ingredient that you add to it's like a regular just base shampoo or a base product, and then you add this ingredient to it and make it better. So what they're saying is focus on your product line. That's where you need to be. You don't want, because I see you not wanting to work very long hours, and they're saying, or not be outside of the house so much. And so they're saying, if you focus on your product line, then you'll make money faster and you'll see things move. But you have to be ready, because they're ready to take you warp speed. Like, they show me your products moving, and you're not having enough bottles. You're not having enough products. You're not filling the orders fast enough. And they're saying you need to be focused and you need to have all these things lined up, because once it's the go time, like once you hit that gas button or you hit that start button, it's going to move fast. And now your focus needs to be on the product. Like, you need to get out of the labor intensive stuff and onto the product. And so that's how they're showing it to me for you, Naya. So I hope you're paying attention to me and that you heard everything I said.
I tried finding the thing, but I couldn't find it to bring it up.
It's a little bit further down. It's right up under Kath where she says, oh, no, not that one. It's right up under where Harley says, find out about your benefits. It says Naya Shanice. Oh, it's where you put the paragraph about how to negotiate.
Cool beans. Okay.
So I hope you're still here. Let me see if I can find her on there. So when I go onto Facebook, it lets me tag them individually. So I'm tagging her to see if she's can hear my comment.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you got all of that. But basically, they're saying focus on your product line. The oil will come. And if you didn't hear it, I gave a very good analogy. So I think you should go back and listen to what I said. Or a very good story from the Bible. So go back and listen to that. But they're saying focus on the product and not so much on the labor of the of what you're doing. So that's what I got for Naya.
Super. Fantastic. Well, Miss Angie, we're about out of time.
Exactly. And it was a beautiful night. I love it. Oh my gosh, Don. I'm still on a glow from the very first lady that we had, Diane. And everybody else was just as wonderful, just as polite, and just as magical. Like, the information was just flowing down. We were right here. We were right on it.
And if anybody missed the first part of this show, you need to go back and watch that the 20-minute mark when Miss Angie had a mediumship hit. That was phenomenal. And again, the 20-minute mark, it was amazing. And the woman who passed over had just passed 8 days ago, right? Just passed over 8 days ago.
On the 8th or 8 days ago, yes.
That's right, the 8th. That's right. Yeah, but it was amazing. So you need to watch it, because Angie was flowing. The woman was speaking. This energy, this woman had such energy, it brought it to Angie. And at one point, Angie even said about the stars. Again, she hit everything on target. Everything was right. And then she said about the stars and the name. Did you get the name of star after? Because she showed me the stars and a name. And she's like, no, I'm standing outside looking at the stars.
Yeah.
Which is why
she wanted her to know that I'm present in your life. I see you.
Present in the moment. How cool is that? So that's at the 20-minute mark, folks. Go back and watch.
And I can't wait, because Don is going to make a clip of it, and it's just going to be available as a short, because it was beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Emotional and charged. And the woman, you could even, in her responses, you could see her glowing, thinking that this was another opportunity to meet with her mom who had just crossed over. So how cool is that? Right?
Kay Weezy, did we ever make the announcement to Kay Weezy about the mediumship and being a sitter?
Yes, I think Julie did. Go ahead and do that again. Yeah.
So Kay Weezy, on Monday nights, there's a mediumship group and they practice. And so you could end up getting like 3 or 4 readings in one night, because different people do it. And the whole focus is on mediumship. And I know you're always asking about your crossed over loved ones. So if you would email Don right there, Advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and tell Don that you want to be a sitter for the Monday night class, then he'll send you the link and tell you what time to come in. and then you could come in and multiple people will give you a mediumship reading. It's all about, and Harley's one of the readers too. So
Free, by the
she's
way.
great.
Free.
It's free. All of this is free. These
Yep.
are people practicing their mediumship, and the whole night is just mediumship. So they're all trying to call in your loved ones. And so I think that would be a very good night for you. It's the same time that we normally come on, 6 o'clock. Is that right now?
Yes.
About
Yep.
6-ish.
Yes.
But all the information will be in there. Don will send you the link, and then you will come in when he says, and then you will get multiple mediumship reads. Those are all focused on mediumship. So again, message Don at Advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot and tell them you want to be a sitter, because they're always looking for people. But also they're about to close for the summer session. I think June 1st is when they're going to stop. So you have the rest of April and May to get in on a Monday night. And they do it every Monday night. And they love having new people so that they can have fresh people to read. So that would be a great opportunity for you, K Weezy. Again, don't forget to email Don. Tell him you want to be a sitter, or you're interested in mediumship. If you don't remember the word sitter, just I'm interested in a mediumship class. And then he'll either ask you which side you want to be on, and then you let him know, and you'll get into the class.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
I need to.
Harley put all the info in there too.
Oh, super. Then I will. Oh, Harley did. Okay, super. Thank you. And then I'm gonna break my arm by patting myself on the back. But I got a notice today that I had a special little award that happened on the 20th. So I'm gonna play my little circle, my little thing.
Celebration. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time.
And so this is the thing: 175,000 views officially as of April 20 on YouTube. So, and it's interesting because when I posted that on Facebook, Anthony Maraca, which is a nationally known medium.
Oh my gosh, he was so good, Don.
Yes, he was. And he said, "This is awesome. Congratulations." So he sent back a response. Wasn't that amazing? So
listen,
Angie,
you guys see this name right here? He is he's a comedian, but he's also a psychic. I mean, he does mediumship. If he ever comes to like your stand-up live or one of your comedy clubs, go and see him. He's amazing. We went to see him and it was great.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. And again, it was when I was like, oh, I felt honored that somebody, a national, professional national medium would respond. And that was wonderful. So I'm like, yay. So,
you know what? I have one little thing to say to Brandy. Why do I get a tangy taste in my mouth, Brandy? Are you eating something or cooking something? There's something, I get a tangy taste in my mouth. Like there's something that you're eating that's citrusy, or I get a citrus taste. Are you making a lemon cake or a lemon something? Like I get a orange or a lemon or a it's very citrusy. Like I smell lemon, but I see oranges, and that may just be the oranges on there. But I get a tangy taste in my mouth. Why is that? Brandy, is it Brandy? Brandy Lafferty. What? So why am I getting that taste in my mouth, Brandy? What's with the citrus? Like you're giving me a tangy taste in my mouth, but it has to do with you. So I don't know why. Oh, you're thinking about eating some fruit. Okay, so they were showing me that. There's a male watching you and they're laughing at you because they're like, you've been snacking a lot more than you've been snacking before. Is that true? Like, are you snacking a little bit more? But I feel like it's an anxious snacking energy for some reason. Like you're just nibbling on stuff and they're just watching you and laughing you. This isn't a person that's on this side. This is a person that's on the other side that is watching you snacking and they're laughing at you because you're sitting on the couch and you have one leg up on the couch and one leg kind of dangling off of the couch, like your normal leg, and you're watching TV and you're just eating, boom, 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 and they're watching you, but they're laughing at you and they're enjoying it because they feel the joy in it. So is that true? That's what you're doing now. Whoever this male is that's watching you, he's enjoying watching TV, but I don't know who the male is. He feels 50-ish or so. Maybe because I got middle age. Is that middle age? Wait a minute, am I middle age? Oh my God. Is that middle age? I heard middle, then I got 50. So around whatever you would consider middle age. And I'm going to refute that because I'm not middle age. I'm still, oh my God. Did I just say middle age and 50 in the same sentence? That sounds terrible. But whoever this male is, I want to say 56 because he keeps showing me 56. And so I don't know if that's the year they were born or the age they are, but they're showing me the person on the other side watching you and just laughing. Are you watching a show like The Voice or something like that? Because it seems to be, it's fun. Whatever you're watching is funny. You're laughing, and you kind of have your. And sometimes you kind of have your head like on the back of the couch like this too. So they're watching you, and they're just enjoying you watching whatever it is. And they're saying, they're giving the word. These are the words that I keep hearing: peace, be still. So they're telling me, peace. It's okay. Be peaceful. Oh, that's the age he passed away. So that's your dad. Wait, she said that could be her. That would be her dad. Yes, he passed away at 56. Okay, that's what they're showing me, the 56. Okay, perfect. And then he's saying peace, be still. Like you're anxious for no reason. He wants you to stay in your peaceful mode and stop worrying so much. Like you're a worry wart. I don't know if you're worried about your children or their future or them like kind of moving away and leaving out. Like a lot of times people are nervous about empty nest stuff, and they don't want you to be nervous about that. They're saying, go ahead and let them go, let them fly, like like we let them fly. Was your dad in the military? Because I get a ranking or some kind of military patch, and I don't know any of them, so I couldn't even tell you. But they're showing me like something to do with the military and honor in it. And do you have somebody who wants to go to the military, a younger male who wants to go to the military, and you don't want them to go right now? You're telling them to hold off. Is that true? Oh, you're very anxious. Okay. They're saying like somebody wants to go, this person, was your dad in the military? Give me that. Okay. He was in the military. Okay. And then a younger male wants to go to the military and you don't want them to go to the military. Is that correct? Or right now, you're afraid of them going right now. You're anxious about that. Is that true? A younger male wants to go and you just don't want them to go. You don't feel like it's the right time. Either way, they're saying be peaceful. They're not going to get to go. Whoever it is not going to decide to go to the military at this time. They're going to wait because they're thinking logically too, or this person is going to nudge them in the right way and tell them not to go. Also, somebody smokes a cigar. There's a male smoking a cigar, and he reminds me of a man on TV, and I don't know characters very well, but he's smoking a cigar. And he has a kind of a deep voice as he's talking, and the ashes are falling, and he's just kind of giving a little bit of wisdom. So if that's what your dad would have done, he's giving you wisdom. They're showing me a male or somebody wants to go to the military, but it's a no. They're not going to go right now. And then, yeah, because they showed me the military symbol, and then they showed me a younger person wanting to go, and you being nervous about them going. Or maybe it's just somebody wanting to leave away from you, or like your children wanted to go off and do their own thing. But they're saying, if this subject comes up in the next couple of weeks, they're not going to go. They're thinking about it, but they're not going to go at this time. And so maybe they'll postpone that. Do you have somebody that's graduating? Because that's what they're making it seem like this is somebody entering the next stage of their life. And so they're saying, let them come to that conclusion on their own. And the way that they're showing it to me is because my sister Kina, when my niece and my son got ready to graduate from high school, my niece didn't want to go to college. She was like, oh, I'm not going. She had all these different things. And my sister was biting her tongue. She wanted to say so much and she didn't. She let her, decide what she wanted to do. And eventually she decided to go to school, and she started with the rest of the kids when they started the fall after they graduated. And so what they're saying is allow them to go through the decision process on their own. You don't have to force them to make the decision. You've raised them well. They'll make good decisions, and they're being guided by Papa on the other side. Papa, I see P-A-P-A, so however you would pronounce that. And so they're showing me this person on the other side, like they're making good decisions, so don't worry about them making bad decisions. But you're saying all your kids are grown. Well, it's somebody transitioning to the next level of their life. So whatever the next phase will be. So if they're not graduating from high school, it's whatever the next phase will be. So maybe they're going into their 20s or their 30s or whatever the next stage is. But either way, they're saying let them make their decisions. and you don't have to like helicopter. They're showing me a helicopter coming down, and a mom. This is so funny because they're showing me a mom with glasses like this, just trying to see everything that's going on, and they're saying just step back and let them be okay. But the person that is watching you, okay, pop is okay. That's how they spelled it to me too, PAPA, just like that. And so they're watching you and they're laughing at you, and they just get a kick out of you just sitting there watching TV and doing your regular life. And so they just watch you do stuff. And so I feel like they're in and out of all of the relatives' house. But today you're the person that they were watching, and they were watching you laugh, and they enjoy when you have laughter because that brings them laughter on the other side. So that's what I got for you, Miss Brandy. I hope that helps. All right, Don, that's good. We can, unless you have something, we can go.
No, I'm good. But I always love watching it. It's good.
Yeah. Katie, they just showed it me as PAPA, so I don't know if the guy part is on there. They just showed me PAPA. Yep. So that's how it is. But all right. Have a great night.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in. We do appreciate it so very, very much. And I realized as I ran that commercial that I had it in the wrong size, and so let me play the right one before we go. Much better when it fits
that song gets the party started. So I love that you chose that song.
Well, with that song, we are out of here. Have an amazing weekend, everybody. And we'll be back next week. And again, thank you, Harley, for sending that message to K-Weezy's how to connect to that class. Because K-Weezy, if you want some mediumship, or anybody else wants to have a mediumship reading, you're invited also to use that same link to send us information. And we will then send you the opportunity to have free mediumship readings. And they're private readings, by the way. They're private because it's between you and a single medium in a classroom, in a Zoom situation. So again, it's not like this open thing, so you can actually have more time with the more connection. So if you'd like this opportunity, send us your information and we'll send it on to Julie, who will arrange for you to come in and be a sitter to get free readings. Usually going to get 3 to 4. You will get 3 to 4 mediumship readings in a night. That means 3 to 4 mediums will read for you over a span of an hour. So, yeah, take advantage of it, because again, to get a mediumship reading in the real world, you're looking at least $150, if not more. So it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, and these are very good people. They're practicing, but they're very good, like seasoned people who are, just expanding their ability. So come on in.
Yep. So with that said, we are out of here, folks. Let me put some graphics up and some music. I'm going to put the new graphic up.
Listen, Don, I am so in love with that picture, honey.
Here we go. Good night, everybody.
Step into the mystic zone tonight. Dawn and Angie shining bright, with tarot cards and spirits near. Answers to your questions appear. Sonoran Mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. Shuffle the deck, feel the air. Whispers of the unknown everywhere. Life's tough questions fade to light, with Dawn and Angie